being from the West Coast is really, it could really box you in mentally, bro. I feel like
you can't not respect this many people. You the common denominator.
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb threw every allegation they give to successful black men in this one clip.
He
literally
bro.
gave them all of them.
I only see bad press about Bert though.
It's his fault.
Yeah, I only see bad press about Bert. So
what would good Bert press look like?
You're mad because a short beats you at things.
What did you beat me at?
Boxing.
And so what is things? But hold on.
I give you the #1 ranked eater in the world.
why has this not been turned into a TikTok yet?
Bro.
His hands are just like this, ready for Glizzy to be accepted. I've seen so many levels of Queenzflip skits, and I never thought any of them were funny.
What does Logic gain from telling the world that his father was a crackhead?
Publicity.
Because he gonna kick your back in, you can kick his back in.
Hell yeah.
He don't hate you as a person. He just hates your opinion. That's all.
Facts. That's it. That's
Come on, man.
He knows how to.
I think you don't like Melissa Ford a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Even as a regular civilian, you would have got a prenup?
absolutely.
So she wouldn't take your lawnmower or nothing?
Yeah, I don't even have a lawnmower.
She wouldn't even get that.
Yeah.
Yes, hello world, bum beat 'em people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, this is a podcast about your favorite podcast. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove.
J Nobles.
AJ,
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
Yes, we are here. We are dragging. But
Back
we
with
are
another
here.
episode,
Yeah.
nigga.
Thank you for clicking on the video. Like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Office hours, all of those, you know, your due diligence and you know what I mean. Appreciate y'all for clicking on the video. Patreon is still $5. Make sure y'all check that out. You know what I mean?
White man is currently smoking a cigarette on these boards.
Yeah, everybody's
If you want to
stressing.
help us with this stressful lifestyle,
yeah.
Go to our Spotify and Apple Podcasts, run them views up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because y'all did y'all thing again last week.
Yeah, y'all did y'all thingy thing. Yeah.
Yeah, what did that look like last week?
I don't want to say the number on the air, but I mean it was good.
It's looking promising.
Yeah.
It's looking promising.
It's looking very civil.
Yeah.
Appreciate the support and all the love.
Yeah.
We're going to give y'all an immaculate show.
You know what I mean?
What's on the syllabus first?
Hopefully y'all doing something special for Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, let's start off with let's start off high because I don't know where this episode's about to go.
There's one of the wild card episodes.
It damn sure is.
But that's a part of podcast, like, just lore.
Yeah, but
You always gonna have
congratulations to Andrew Schulz. He just had his first child, his daughter. You know,
Yeah. I think it's a son.
it was a girl.
I thought it was a dude because on Instagram he said
You misgendering his child?
Already,
A baby
just
nigga?
got to this world.
We don't know how she identifies.
Yeah, shit.
We don't know how she identifies.
It's not her
yet.
choice. That's the problem. But
pretty
nah, man,
positive he had a little girl.
shout out to his daughter though.
Yeah. Shout out
Does
to Andrew
she?
Schulz.
I mean, she probably don't look like nobody, right?
Yeah,
Do babies look like
right?
anything?
She still got a blank face.
Some babies look like their parents early, but most of the time they just look like babies.
Yeah, I'm
like
gonna
it's
say.
you don't really know it. Maybe within like a week you can kind of see it. But
Yeah.
that early,
You ain't
like
seeing
fresh
nothing
out.
like-
You don't know.
Yeah, nah. At least he knows his.
Pretty much,
And that's
at least-
important.
At least no light skinned baby slid
Yeah,
out, you know
ain't no
what I'm
fucking
saying?
a Dominican child pop out. And
Yeah,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
because he wasn't there, we got a Glasses Malone appearance on the Brilliant Idiots.
Yep.
And before I watched it, I finally watched the episode. All I saw was like Reddit going crazy. They hated that episode.
Yeah.
Hated the Glasses Malone. So the people that were there, number one, it was a Zoom in call. So like nobody was in person. It was Charlemagne, Glasses
Taylor.
Malone, Taylor, and Alex Media.
All
Yeah.
socially distanced.
Yeah.
All of them were in a different location,
Yeah.
and Charlemagne said he's about to go on some sort of retreat or something like that. Alice looked like he was in a hotel. Taylor
Charlemagne.
looked like she was at home, possibly. Same with Glass Malone. This nigga's in a dark room
Yeah.
with no lights, just crazy
Yeah, it's a
looking.
bunch of different characters. Taylor, Auntie, we could go the whole fucking round.
Nobody
Yeah.
was wearing socks during the recording of that podcast.
Nah.
Charlemagne, yeah. Charlemagne going to Belize or something?
He never said. He never said.
I kind of
moving-
enjoyed the episode though, you know, it's just talking about it. Like, it wasn't too bad.
I didn't think it
I
was that
kind of
bad.
enjoyed
Nah,
it.
it doesn't
It was
warrant
like
the
it was like a family FaceTime.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as Reddit made it seem.
Nah.
I thought it was hilarious just because it's like it did confirm that I'll never watch Glass and Malone podcast though. Like,
Oh damn, for real?
Nah,
yeah, so I'll never watch that shit.
you never know.
What was your disdain?
Yeah.
It wasn't even disdain. It's just like Glasses is always like his views on hip hop. There's like
Outdated.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
fuck,
is.
and
It
it's
is a
like
little
it's
bit.
outdated.
A little bit.
He has this like
It's classical.
It's more so alternative. Like whatever's kind of like
not really.
he has
It's
a
too
contrarian perspective.
It's
like
a really cool perspective,
whatever's
yeah.
true in hip hop lore and legacy, he
To
kind of
him.
finds a way to debunk it.
And it's multiplied because he from West Coast, so all like, isn't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
all them
yeah.
niggas, they passionate about everything, especially rap.
It's kind of
he's-
like when Tag Stone first came out, and he always had a bunch of hot takes about like hip hop coveted things that we all believe in, like
Yeah.
Cameron being a snitch,
yeah.
shit like that. Like it was just things that might be true that niggas were scared to say.
I thought it was cool though.
I thought it was annoying, but I thought it was funny. I thought it was like, I know I'll never watch his podcast. Just because, like, he was like, at the end of it, he was like, if you like debates like these, make sure you check out the Glass of Malone. I was like, only need this once a year. Like, I'm not watching this shit.
His
like,
view does seem to like constrict and kind of box in what hip hop could ever
bro,
be.
it's,
You know what I'm
his,
saying? Like,
his views on hip hop are so outlandish and closed-minded. It's like, it's cool because I don't not like Glass
Like, what do you
of
mean?
Malone.
Like LL Cool J is like his number one? You
Bro,
feel
he
me?
said like
no,
he,
just-
he pretty much like he damn near said you can't be from the suburbs and be
And be
hip hop.
hip-hop, yeah.
It was like you can't. Big Sean's not hip hop.
He
It's
said
like
Big Sean, yeah.
Big Sean is not from
Detroit or whatever.
Detroit. He doesn't
Yeah.
represent that. It's like
And you're not really hip hop if you can't truly interpret where you from.
Yeah,
he has a
and-
real strict criteria of what
yeah,
it
he's
takes.
saying if you don't look,
and
you
it
don't
pretty
wear the
much
shit.
and it pretty much comes down to like if you're not from the streets,
From
like
the streets is what he's saying.
That's what it boils
yeah,
down
that's
to.
pretty
what
much
he's-
if
yeah.
you don't represent essentially probably the least constructive part of hip hop, like the fucking violence or the gang culture, the street culture, you are not hip hop. So it's like it's
Yeah,
funny. It's funny hearing him just like
He was
going
When
even
through-
trying to-
Charlamagne was
Take
talking
yourself
about
serious.
going to the Andre 3000 concert, the nigga did look like he was about to throw up. He was like,
Oh
what
yeah,
the
he
fuck,
was
a flute
yeah,
album, nigga.
Yeah, he was about to
Ugh.
throw up. Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm
disgusted with
saying?
that.
But
Like,
most
that shit-
people will be repulsed with
No,
that.
not most
You're
people.
gonna see a flute concert.
Andre 3000.
They did
said
explain
it
it
was
like,
like a
it
jam
was kind
session.
of a cool
Yeah.
experience because
Yeah.
it's a little fluid. But
Glass
even
Malone
then,
was disgusted with everything.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything involving any sort of new hip hop.
Yeah.
He was like disgusted with it, even down to like Big Sean and like Cole is like Cole was on some 50-50 shit. I
Right,
feel like
right.
he wouldn't even give Cole hip
Hip
hop
hop, yeah.
fully because he's like, well, I mean, he's not really from the.
So
it's
he
like-
didn't
it's-
go to the hardest school in
Yeah,
Fayetteville.
you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, nigga, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's just
He
like-
wasn't
Which is
even
a
trying
fact.
to
I didn't know
account
that.
for the nigga who was like the good kid in the hood. He was like not kind of like bashing him too on
Bro,
some
that
shit.
was-
Like
yo,
Yeah.
it's like you can't be good if you're not representing the bad part of the
was
hood.
weird, yeah.
There's no way you're representing.
So how does he feel
hip-hop.
about like the game?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to hear.
depends. He probably doesn't follow him on Instagram, but most dudes don't.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
damn sure don't. Yeah,
yeah, no.
I
You
unfollowed
shouldn't.
him during Nipsey's death. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
that nigga was so fucking annoying during
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That shit was embarrassing. But yeah, the Glass of Malone episode, it wasn't as bad as people made it seem. I guess it was, but I just found it entertainment.
It
wasn't that
and it
bad.
could have just been like all of Andrew's white fans. I was like, "Where's Andrew?"
That
You
is
know
true
what
because
I'm
they,
saying?
they
Like, for
do
all
say
we know.
that his fan. I mean, he has a cult fan base anyway,
For sure.
so
He
we
does.
know that for sure. So
So anything without Andrew, it's probably gonna be ass in general,
yeah.
even if it's not that ass.
And you just exaggerate what's there to just so you can get your shit off, essentially. Like, this is bad. Let me say something about it.
I definitely
that shit
didn't
was
watch the whole
funny.
thing though.
So it was bad.
Nah, I mean, I watched
Just
like
right
30
on time.
minutes.
That bad.
No, I watched like 30 minutes.
yeah, I
you know.
watched the hour 30.
Oh, he had barely started cooking in 30
Yeah,
minutes.
he barely did.
Yeah,
what?
yeah, you missed
He
the,
beat
you
up
missed the
towards
best.
the end.
Yeah,
You
started
missed
heating
the-
up.
You
yeah.
missed the best part.
Oh, he was
Yeah.
cooking.
Oh man,
yeah.
Oh shit.
cooking in a bed, like cooking in terms of like
Crack.
Yeah.
Mm.
and these
Compton.
these wheels are just spinning. The thought ain't going
He's
nowhere.
just
Yeah,
Stepping
we're
on
talking
the
in circles.
product.
We're talking in circles for 10 minutes straight.
The energy
Okay.
got crazier.
Yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
it was. So it's like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
entertaining.
Yeah,
niggas is
forward
baffled.
progression in terms of debating was
Not
not,
happening,
there.
yeah.
But in terms of just like mashing the gas and spinning even faster,
This
that
is a-
was there.
And this was about hip hop,
All
Yeah,
about it.
essentially.
It was
Yeah.
pretty much all about hip
the
hop.
love of the game, man.
Yeah, and it was fun. It's just I don't know. It's just I just know if that's what his weekly podcast is, I'm not watching that shit.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way I could subject myself to that every week.
Who's his co-host?
You know what? I don't know. Maybe let's look that
Let's
up.
look
Let's do
that
some
up.
research on that
Because that's important.
Might
'cause
be
I don't know anything about
a
his.
fine sister. Shout out to all the lovely ladies, by the way.
That individual might bring the best out of glasses.
And glasses
He
seem
or she
like,
might keep him honest.
Shows.
you know, he might have his wife on the, you know, his show or something.
I was thinking it's gonna be directly on there because they have the bio in the shows and stuff about him. I'm pretty sure.
They normally do when you click on
We
the show.
amplify.
Yeah. So
The
Wanna
black
see.
audience.
it's moving slow.
New and featured. The Big Facts Podcast, 85
It's
South.
so many.
All the smoke.
Shout out to the Black Effect Network,
Drink
even though I
champs.
still don't recognize half these podcasts.
Hey,
Oh, I think you
dog.
posted it. Wait, nah, that's not. That wasn't
It's like a
wasn't
digital
it.
cover though, and it's got like a car on it. It doesn't have his face from what I
Oh,
remember.
damn, they took his shit off here though. The hell?
This
They
nigga
still
Looney
get
got his own
sloth.
throne?
There's no way.
Why'd I call him that? Sloth.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. He's
You
supposed
might
to
have
be up
skimmed
here,
too
right?
fast, too.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, there's no way. Maybe the website is just moving.
Wait,
slow
what's the
or
Gangster
something.
Chronicles?
There it is, right there. No,
here you
no
go, here.
ceilings.
Yeah.
Wait.
There's no ceilings.
Oh yeah. It is no
With glass.
sense. Yep,
I thought it was
is
a
that.
car, but it's 2 seats.
In the cloud.
Yeah, this shit.
R&B money. That's Tank and that other nigga, huh?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay, zoom in.
Trying to. This shit ain't zooming.
Do Command T.
This shit ain't. No, that's tab.
I mean, not
Charlemagne.
Command
You
T.
mean
Command
plus.
plus and minus.
Yeah, that's gonna
Oh,
make
yeah,
it bigger for the moment, but I'm gonna have to minimize it too
That shit
after.
was going
Yeah, you
on.
gonna have to minimize it.
Because it's changing the
so
full font
blurry.
size.
Charlemagne, get a white man to fix this, man.
No Ceilings is hosted by rapper, Crip gang member, and social pundit Glasses Malone, with assistance from his co-host Peter Boz.
Now, is this the, you know, the keeping it positive crippin', or like which crip is this?
Well, if you read further, it says every week the two discuss people and things that are despised, loathed, and generally unliked by mainstream society, from prostitutes and white supremacists to Satanists and grapists.
Yeah.
No Ceilings examines and attempts to diagnose those things we have labeled as pariahs.
Yeah.
You know what?
I think that's Saddam.
That's not a bad write-up right there.
After reading
Those
this,
are some of your favorite things, right? White supremacy, prostitutes.
Prostitutes.
some of my favorite
Satanism.
things, but
Yeah.
like hearing Glasses
Wait,
on these subjects.
Why this? Wait, hold up, Tone.
And they
Nigga.
put it in the chat.
We gotta slow down. What did we just read? We said for prostitutes,
Yeah.
white supremacists,
This is his,
Satanists, and grapists.
Yeah.
This is what he chose to put in his. This nigga put Crip gang member. Like, I'm pretty sure that's important to him.
Yeah.
But as far as like to society, nigga, he probably didn't have to put that in the description.
It did come before a social pundit.
It, nigga, literally.
a lifestyle and culture podcast featuring conversations with the intent to sway the pendulum of one's way of thinking, as individuals are culturally bound to experience that result in different responses. No ceiling, tough discussions. Typically the opposing views will break down life interpretation.
See,
you know,
that's
that's another thing about Glasses Malone is like, Glasses Malone is really stuck on like the culture of hip hop. And it's like, he doesn't want to admit, I could just tell by like the way he speaks, like the actual culture of hip hop is kind of shitty right now. Like, and it's like degeneracy, it's trash.
Yeah.
But in his mind, it's like
What-
this beautiful thing.
Mainstream.
Mainstream one.
You know, mainstream hip hop is like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, underground is too. Everything is. It's all trash right now. It's like
hip hop.
he wants to lift the degeneracy and make it seem like it's this like beautiful thing. I don't know. It's
But
fucking
you don't-
weird.
He
But
just want to
you
take away the accountability of the people who make
Pretty
music.
much,
That's all
yeah,
it is.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it
That's
boils
what
down
he's
to.
doing. Yeah.
Same thing with I think Alex was doing that on Flagrant too.
I didn't
With the whole
listen.
Kanye thing, yeah, it's just
And
art.
the future, the whole
the
that
future
whole discussion.
thing where
yeah.
it's just art.
I think yeah.
They're just trying to take away the accountability from black
yeah,
people.
boy, that conversation was a fucking circle mess too. But
Yeah, what do you say? The mirror, like you can't blame the mirror for showing
The
what
reflection?
you're wearing or some shit like that.
Who the fuck
I remember
said
he
But what
said.
if it's a funny mirror? What if we had a carnival?
Yeah, he was pretty much saying the artists are just the mirror of their environment.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie, this bio
sometimes.
makes me kind of
Yeah.
want to watch what kind of conversations.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you go to YouTube real quick?
Yeah,
I wonder if
sure.
they put it on YouTube though.
This is not bad advertising except for
Probably.
that one word in there.
That's the worst. I mean, not the worst. That's the
Two words.
craziest bio I think I've ever written. About
Yeah,
a
nah, that is
podcast.
insane. That's how you know Black
Oh, there's
Effect.
video too.
That's how you know Black Effect gives complete creative
see, this
control.
is
That's how
what-
you know Charlemagne is really his homie.
Oh my god, I love this. All right, what's the most recent episode?
About to look to right now. Oh shit, my fault. 5 months ago up here.
That's just the video though. Let me
Yeah.
check.
Wait,
Conversations about comparisons. Sounds fire.
Oh, he's like doing this Skyping.
You talking about? Yeah.
That's just the same quality from when
Wait,
he was
this is
on.
2 years ago.
This was a year ago, though, yeah.
Oh my
YouTube might not be his main platform.
Probably not.
Because it does say weekly.
Charlemagne definitely told him that.
They promise weekly in the bio, but you know,
Told him what?
Nigga, fuck YouTube.
in terms of,
Because Charlemagne is like, fuck YouTube.
Oh, I thought you said you too.
Yeah.
that's
Yo,
yeah,
you're
yeah,
saying
that's what I
you
said.
too.
YouTube,
Gotcha. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I was like confused.
yeah. Now the YouTube is definitely fucked because
No, he just dropped 6 hours ago.
Oh,
Where?
okay.
Sorry, 6 days ago. So
Okay.
that's weekly. Then the
But
one
just
before
audio.
that.
Just
So,
audio.
yeah,
live.
Sean.
But you know, shout out to
Probably
Glasses. I'm actually this conversation motivated me to listen to your podcast.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
nah.
lie.
I don't really
Yeah,
feel no way
In
about it.
spite of AJ's disdain,
West Coast niggas are just so interesting. Like, they're so.
Except
being-
they're their own creatures.
Being from the West Coast is really. It could really box you in mentally, bro. I feel like.
it gives you a different perspective on
Yeah.
life.
Because
It
it's
affects your
like,
psyche.
even when I watch like Fig Community World, Back on Fig, and No Jumper, it's like.
It's always going to be a couple thousand niggas that agree with exactly what you just said.
You know what I'm
Because either
saying?
Because
they're in your gang, nigga. They like.
It's, and it's just
feel me?
like they're so West Coast.
It's a lot of pride though, but what you supposed to have, like you can't, you know what I mean?
But
Knock
it's
a
a lot
nigga
of
on
pride.
having pride.
And it's because
So
the
much
culture,
though that they can't relate to the U.S. as easily.
literally, but it's because their
Like-
culture is so defined. Like
Yeah.
they literally have decades and years of like just a certain style and etiquette,
Mm.
and your grandma is the same way. It just boils down all in the family, so it's kind of programmed to them.
Yeah, but that's
They live a different
that's-
experience. They
but
live by
that's-
the beach.
That's family though. We're talking entertainment. We're talking entertainment in terms of rapping, podcasting, and things like that.
Mm.
The ones who actually make it are the ones who can appeal outside of the L.A. or outside
Sometimes, 'cause-
or outside. Always like
But some of the biggest ones are the people who just completely interpret what LA is for the
Yeah,
mainstream masses.
like Kamaya.
They
you know
don't
what I'm
have-
saying?
you know
Like
what I'm saying?
it's the perfect commodity of what a West Coast nigga is.
That's the
That's
thing.
what you think about when you think of like a Snoop
Like-
Dogg.
And that's
Yeah,
the
but
thing.
that was when it was new to the world. It hasn't been like that for a long time.
There's still those
we're
characters,
not really. We're not like
Crip Mac,
no. We're not bigging him up on a national level.
not
like,
bigging him up nationally, but you can still, just for being a straight Cali nigga, that typecast, that
It's-
brand, that's something that's like, I'm not saying it's lucrative, but it's something that's marketable.
It's only a couple niggas like YG, you know what I mean, Burner. You're gonna have like your staples for sure, but it's
But they
like-
appeal outside. They're LA, but they have
Larger appeal than just.
they
the
have
West Coast.
larger appeal than just West Coast. Most
But
West
every-
Coast niggas
but-
only appeal West Coast.
But when you're from a place where like the idea isn't to leave, it's to stay and grow, it's like everything that comes around that is like what happens. Like everybody's trying to go to where they're at. Like everybody's trying to go to California. Everybody, like foreigners are going to California. So they're not even in that mind state. Like they like niggas trying to be like us. They trying to
that's
wear our
what makes
chucks.
me. That's what makes me not want to buy into the content. I don't want to buy into a mindset that's just stuck on one coast. On an entertainment value, I don't like.
I mean,
There's only so much I can do with this. Like, it's only so. That's why I have a hard time watching like Back on Fig and the Fig Community and all that shit. It's because it's like, nigga, y'all ain't talking about shit, but what's going on over there. Like, and then you like, not only can you not have decent takes outside of a West Coast mindset, it's like you're completely lost outside of a West Coast mindset.
But we can't knock them for
Yes, we
like
can.
having their audience, but we can knock them for having trash takes.
yeah, for sure.
I accept one
And
of
not
them,
growing.
but
It's
I
the
can't
internet.
accept like. Look, if we was born in LA, it's like honestly, what's the point? Like, nigga, let's just appeal to this big ass landmass we on.
We live in
this
Hollywood.
fucking sector that we have. Like, why not?
I mean, I think being in North Carolina, we have our own certain level of advantage because our culture isn't like to where like people aren't trying to imitate a North Carolina culture. So I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like niggas in North Carolina look at everything. Like, even if it's the South, we're representing things that we see in like music wise in Atlanta, or it's like there's a bunch of fucking New Yorkers that are down here. So it's like you got all these influences from the entire
that's
country.
the landmass.
And that's
It's the
part of the
landmass.
reason why nigga North Carolina is North Carolina and LA is LA. It's one of those
Yeah.
things. Like it, like we know a bunch of rappers. Them niggas don't sound like.
But on an average, niggas might literally both listen to the same shit as far north and as far south as each other, but all of that is one state over there.
Literally.
So it's like, even though there's different subsectors of it, well, no, I guess they do talk a lot of LA shit, but long story short, Cali, the whole West Coast feels like its own thing because it's so big.
There's so
much going on over there. They have the production of all these other places combined, damn near.
E40, Tech 9, what's another one? The Game, Snoop Dogg, they can all eat and be staples in like this one area. Of course, it's like not like one area, but you get what I'm saying. It's still one side.
Those are just the old heads.
Those are just the
plenty
old
of
heads.
niggas just middling and on the come up. They can
the couple old heads. You know what I mean? Like it's just Tech 9 is the easy
only
one.
ones that I'm even cutting that slack to.
Because you kind of have to, you know.
Yeah, well, that's because they were the ones who told. They're the ones that taught us. They're the one that taught us what the West Coast was. Like the old school niggas, the fucking Snoop Dogg generations. They taught us what the West Coast was. At this point, entertainment wise, nigga, if you have I said this when we brought up Glasses Malone on the last time we brought up Glasses Malone, I was like, it's like there's only so much Glasses Malone I could watch. Like,
you did say that, I think.
Yeah, like it's just like the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like going in circles, like a nigga just trapped over there mentally. I can't. There's only so much I can do. Entertainment wise, yeah, it was it was funny. You know what I'm saying? And it's just. You're not changing my mind. I'm just like, I can't believe how committed you are to this shit. That's all I'm thinking. I'm like, wow, he really believes this. That's all I'm thinking. He really believes this shit. You know what I'm saying? So I was enjoying myself with that mindset, not this nigga's bringing valid points up. I was not thinking that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel you. It's not for everybody. I think I might try to watch it just because
I'm still gonna watch that just because that bio was crazy. And so it's like if you popping out on an episode, talk about let's talk about these grapists. Like,
well, I don't know about that episode,
but just it'd still be crazy.
Just the fact that it's kind of a thought experiment because he's trying to present a completely different argument, and he's attempting to be rational about it. So there should be points. Nigga, just do some mental gymnastics for an hour and 30 minutes.
And what you don't
That's
like
entertainment for people.
Yeah. And what you don't like about like LA niggas, do you have that same quarrel with like New York niggas?
Oh, Atlanta?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, Atlanta is like the low end of the spectrum. I was about to say Atlanta though, but
either or.
But really New York though,
for sure. Yeah. For sure.
But even then though, like the same thing, I think it is a landmass thing because New York niggas, they have their own thing too, but I feel like they still have discussion about more shit. Northerner, I guess.
They will, but they have that problem too, though. They have that problem too.
So who can you not say that about? What region? What state?
North Carolina.
Minnesota.
I would say people who aren't in major media hubs don't tend to have that issue. That's what.
And is that because since you're not in a major hub, that means you lack an identity to begin with?
Yeah.
So that's a problem in itself, though.
Not really, because it puts you at a better advantage.
There's an advantage to it, but the fact that like there's not enough going on culturally or creatively in that area to make it a reference point or some shit.
Right. And I mean, there's culture that you have. It's just not on the national level. Like
which is fine.
Yeah. So there's like a culture. It's just not. People aren't thirsty for
a little brother.
Exactly.
Like niggas not that little brother nigga. Like
exactly.
No, it's
like they're not thirsty for that the same way they are for an Atlanta culture, a New York, and a West Coast culture.
And that's what my original point was. It was not saying that it's the best bag to be in, but there's always gonna be a market for it because there's an appeal to that.
For sure, yeah.
But shout out Glasses and
Glasses Malone,
all the Satanists, I guess.
Is like there a story about how he got his name?
I don't know. I'm assuming
probably got it during his.
He wears glasses and and his name is Malone.
It's probably a double entendre somehow.
Yeah,
it's probably
crystal.
It's probably something so deep.
Yeah, nah, it's probably something backwards.
It's better known as the stage name Glass Bert.
Charles
Pennyman.
His personality and unique style, nigga.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Yep.
There's no way. See, somebody else wrote that. It's way deeper than that. If you ask
it's
me.
deeper than that. Yeah.
No way. That's all.
But he wrote that Black Effect bio for sure.
He needs to write all his own bios from now on.
I hope not.
Put that shit in his writer.
Yeah.
Give all the context and connotation we need.
I started self snitching on himself. Nigga.
Literally. But
I don't know. He too hip hop. That's probably never happened.
Hell though.
But yeah, let's move over to more things out of that. That studio side. So Flagrant 2 did a interview with Russ, 4 hours long. And it was one of the best interviews to me.
Yeah.
That Flagrant has done in a year, at least.
Damn.
What was the last one?
6 months, maybe. I'm just gonna say a year, just because it sounds more ridiculous.
It's just been that long.
Who was the last good guest that they had?
I don't remember the last good guest they had, honestly. So the Russ one was fire.
Yeah.
Shout out to Andrew for not
talking over?
beating us down. I think it's just because he respects Russ so much.
Russ is a cool, respectable dude.
Russ had me inspired. I was listening to Russ music. I was like, what am I doing right now? That was crazy.
He motivated you after the pod?
Nigga, the whole podcast motivated me.
That's insane.
Yeah. That was like...
AJ hit the booth immediately.
Yeah, bro. I fuck with Russ, bro, because I'm like... Russ is really, like, he really did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And he really walks the shit he's talking. And you
not
can tell
again-
because he wouldn't be able to say it if he wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like... But, yeah, and it was just funny because... I don't know what we have to do to get Andrew to conduct himself the way he did in the Russ interview. I guess it has to be somebody that Andrew respects, that he won't like try to bog them down with bad jokes and just cutting them off. Because Andrew looks at Russ as the template of dropping a joke a week, pretty much, right? So it's like he was really respecting him in the interview compared to like, he does not have that same respect for damn near anybody else. Like,
he has the same amount of respect for Russ that like Kanye has for Walt Disney.
bro, literally,
Like
it
the
was
nigga's a tycoon in the industry.
so it's
that
like, it's just interesting because it's like, damn, I couldn't believe I'm like 2 hours in. I'm like, Andrew's killing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy. But and that's the thing too, bro. Like, it just made me think back on. Andrew's been hitting the last two podcasts. The Lil Dicky one was straight too, and I think that's because Lil Dicky understands that humor. So like they were able to, Lil Dicky was able to play with it,
Push and pull type
way
shit.
better than like the average.
Russ, you know, he has that personality too.
Russ does too, but they really let him get his shit off.
Yeah.
Because it was a real like, we respect this man.
Yeah.
Like even his intro, he was like, if you're tired of he was like, this man is the reason why you have so many comedians on your TikTok and YouTube algorithm. That's what, in shorts. He was like, it's his fault. Because I took that from him and they took that from me. Like,
literally, it's probably a combination of things. And we probably also got to give credit to the fact that Andrew might be self-aware enough to realize that like, hey, a few of these interviews I've overstepped the boundaries and all that shit. There's a lot more podcast review platforms out there to where the criticism that he's receiving it's beyond just niggas talking shit. There's some people like there's a video he can click on and hear actually constructive things to where it's like, yo, I do be touching these niggas.
I would hope for that, but I know Andrew.
It's possible though.
I think
it's possible.
it might have more to do with like, I don't know, maybe his kid or something. Like,
did he have an exorcism, you think? Like an off-camera one?
I wouldn't say, maybe. It might have been like a light, just like, hey, niggas have been saying this.
Yeah.
Maybe even his team is like, hey, nigga, few of these interviews, I feel like we got to reel it back.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I'm saying we got to give credit to that possibility. Because
because
otherwise,
he changed that much.
Honestly, the only reason I can't let that off just yet is because the last two guests were people. One, somebody that he respected, and two, somebody that he also respected and plays the game.
Right.
The same game that he plays.
So two easy opponents?
Essentially. They were two layups. Andrew fumbles layups regularly with guests, but like these were two people that are unfumbleable, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying, right? So it's like, I need to see like who's somebody that he's. I mean, we can name any guest
I was about to say,
that he's had before.
Yeah,
Like,
that
you
white
ever
girl?
have anybody on that you don't respect?
Whitney's
Yeah.
Cummings. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't seem like Andrew respects any of them.
Right.
By the way that he conducts himself, like in terms of over talking them, that's why it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
You cannot respect this many people.
yeah,
You the count the number.
yeah, bro. That's why it's like, man, it's like, damn, bro. Like, look how you acting with Russ. This is kind of crazy. Do you just not respect these other niggas? And if you don't, man, that's a long list.
That's a long list.
Yeah.
Of really powerful guests
At
that
that
you've
point,
had.
you don't respect yourself.
Yeah, so it's like, I hope it's not that. But I can't judge it off these last two, even though I'm happy with these last two episodes. I have to see like
a little bit more consistency.
Yeah, I can't. It's too early still because these two guests were good. You know what I'm saying? So
what if they did have exorcism and they like showed him film of himself and he got that conclusion like, damn, I had been fucking up.
Yeah, I just don't know.
His body contorted. And he
I do wonder
up.
because I mean, I don't know how long it takes. I don't know how long Andrew goes on an ego trip because I mean we've seen him on Brilliant Idiots do an ego trip for a long extended period of time.
Long time.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long. I mean, I'm comfortable. I feel fine saying like 6 months he's been on a pretty powerful one. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, when you're doing theaters, man, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. You got bitches throwing pussy at you.
I think what happened was I think Russ humbled him too because Russ was like, nigga, 3 years ago I cleared 49 million. He was
Right.
like, oh. Yeah.
And that was just 3 years ago, yeah.
Big dog number. He said that was 3 years ago. I'm way past that now. Like, but Russ is saying that shit casually. Everybody got it was
Everybody's wallets got real tight.
It was a awkward like, oh, he's really him. Like, he really did. Y'all niggas can hate him all you want. He just casually said 3 years ago I cleared 49 million.
49.
For my career. So yeah, congratulations. You know what I'm saying, my nigga? But you know, I don't know if you're doing these numbers. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
This little podcast shit is cute, but
but yeah, bro. But yeah, shout out to this episode though. That shit was fire. There was decent like, they were debating. Russ is a talker anyway, but it doesn't matter when you're a talker on Flagrant. You can get your legs cut off on in terms of conversation.
Yeah.
especially when you're talking about something very specific. Like it wasn't too much like just current event top to
it was industry behind the scenes shit.
It was very direct conversation.
I know people were having issues because like Andrew was kind of like turning his nose up or kind of throwing shade at like Rick Rubin on what the fuck does he really do anyway kind of thing. And like
that's a reasonable question though.
Hey, he writes books.
But it's like he's not a musician, so like Russ handled it well. He said, "Hey, listen, but you're not a musician, so you just don't get it." Like, he's like, "It's about the taste, my nigga." You know what I'm saying? So it's like people are gonna kill him for that anyway. Just like they kill, they try to kill me for my comedy takes, even though the comments, was holding me down.
I mean,
last week.
Wait, the comments was holding you down last week. No, they weren't. So what comments were you
They
reading?
did a lot more explaining than y'all did.
Nah, they said exactly what we said. Pretty much verbatim.
That was about 50-50 in there.
What?
Don't do them right now.
We can actually do that towards office hours.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they gave me the storyline that I was looking for that y'all couldn't come up with.
They did answer. They did answer the right
answered my question several times.
But they said what we said.
They literally said
what we said.
No.
That
MMA
happened
video.
too. That
They
happened.
said what we said.
Yeah, Lauren, you was
what I
here.
said.
It happened. It
You were
happened on
here.
both. That's why I said it was about 50-50. It happened both of y'all a couple times in the comments. It's about 50-50.
We're gonna check them out. I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I can't wait to see.
Because I saw a few of them that was damning.
Nah, shit, yeah. Shout out to Russ.
Turn this heat off. Shit got
He's
warm
rich.
quick.
I was about to say, nigga.
I feel like I
That
got on the jacket and a sweater.
Yeah, it
You got
got
low iron, nigga.
got warm quick.
Eat your vegetables.
Might be why you hot.
I'm
All
hot
right,
because I
so,
had too much iron.
All right, so DJ Akademiks was on. Are y'all done? Like DJ Akademiks was on live stream, and he's out here trying to snipe Poetik Flakko from to the Academy, pretty much. Now I think Flakko said that he is going to start doing regular content with Akademiks anyway.
Yeah.
Like, but in terms of overall leaving no jumper, we talked about this during. Somebody asked us that office hours last week.
Vaguely.
They were like, do y'all think Poetik Flakko should leave no jumper and go over there?
Yep.
At the end of the day, I think he should. I mean, overall, like the more and more I think about it, it's like,
It's a better look.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
that's
because-
ex-little brother, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
And
a lot
just-
familiar.
It's just gonna be overall better. But yeah, let's watch this. They were trying to cook him in this comment. They're like, he's starving for Flakko to leave no jumper.
For real.
They was kind of trying to cook him, but I mean, shit, I'd be trying to get him too.
Hey, let me tell you.
It's
How much is Flakko worth?
It's true. A lot, it seems now.
Hey, let me tell you this. We might be seeing the last of the days of Flakko on the West Coast. I don't know what. Well, I do know what Adam's paying him, allegedly. But listen, man, my man might have to come over to the East Coast and sign with the Academy, man. Flakko, decision time, baby. They telling you can't talk over there. You want to come to the Academy? You ain't gonna have your CEO dancing in the videos, trying to be all a part of your streams, tell you can't say this, say anything on my shit. Pause.
Just in case.
What was he thinking
Words
about?
will be misconstrued.
Like, he didn't have to pause that. That's one of them unnecessary ones.
Just in case. But I mean, damn, I guess Flakko not getting paid enough. I hope Axe treat him right.
Flakko would definitely be happier at the Academy. But the only thing I will say in favor of him staying in No Jumper is that, like, I feel like Axe as a CEO, if he faced even half the amount of adversity that Adam did, that business is crumbling.
Yeah,
Adam is gonna it's gonna be his exoskeleton, but
that's
something's still gonna be standing.
That's a good point, bro.
So it's
that's
like,
a whole fact,
if you want to always have a job, nigga, you might want to side with the white man.
But I don't know. I take that. Nah, Axe been through a lot. He's been through
by himself,
but not as a business owner.
Yeah.
He's a business
That's just
owner.
his personal life. But I'm saying if his business
Not
was
managing
as
people.
turbulent as his relationships,
Yeah, he hasn't had to manage people yet.
he can't
Like,
manage his
this
girlfriend.
level.
And it's very different too. Like Flakko's an employee. I think he'd be more of a contractor under the Academy,
That's true.
Which is better
You know-
for his
Yeah.
business.
which is
It's better for both parties.
in this world, it can be.
In this world,
In this-
it
yes,
probably
yes.
because
Yes.
Axe isn't like, it's different. Like Axe is kind of looking at him like eye to eye. You know what I mean? He's not like trying to little brother him. It's like, you know what I mean?
Ack is looking at Flakko out of
Like eye to eye. Like he's trying to like partner up, like team up.
Right,
Not
right,
trying to
yeah.
like have an underling.
Yeah, right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah, true.
He doesn't also have a choice because that's the only advantage he could offer him. Your current position at No Jumper, you're not like that. Let me offer you something greater.
I mean, he could just.
He's saying, I'm trying to like give you more creative control. I'm trying to let you like, they restricting you type of shit. That's where he's coming from.
Exactly.
Honestly, one of the things I've just been thinking about, I mean, one of the things that I've really been thinking about is I'm like, for certain people to like, I can see why niggas have to leave LA. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't think LA is just like.
What's up with you in LA?
What
soil?
happened to you in the West Coast, nigga?
I'm really thinking about it like.
LA just volatile. Tupac died.
It's just too much. It's too many rules and regulation that a lot of people believe is law, even though it's not actual law. It's like their law,
Right.
but their law weighs way too much to where it's like it could really stifle your fucking career.
You wouldn't have the choice to participate.
Yeah, depending on what you're trying to do. Like when I really think about that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like in terms of like being a good broadcaster, even a fucking rapper. Like they say, like if you're a rapper and you want to make it, you have to team up with a gang. Like they say that about the LA experience. Like you're not about to be popping off and just out here by yourself. Like
vigilante.
you have to be fucking affiliated
Say
somewhere.
jail rules, nigga.
Yeah, it's like the fact that you have to be just being in a place like that makes it so much harder to grow as a human. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like overall, it's just like
Nobody's denying that, but it does make some good music.
not recently. The shit's trash as fuck. But long story short, it's like even Flakko, it's like that was a great look and that was a great move. Like him going out there, and it's a hub too. Him going to the East Coast. That's not a bad move, bro, because it's like
Especially after he used it.
The level of that Flakko really wants to go to, he can't do that shit over there. He can't. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of dangerous.
You know, it's a give and a take because, like, he can't dress how he does in New York that he did in L.A. He can't wear flip flops with no socks.
He's from Philly.
Who?
Flakko.
I thought he was from North Dakota, and he was living in L.A.
We don't know, but Philly is definitely there somewhere. Upper Darby. So he's used to cold climate. It's not strange to him. Long story short, is what I'm saying.
What's up with his suspicious
this is
ass
like- this-
background?
I feel
Nigga,
like
I
we
don't
need
know.
some
Yeah,
dun
that
dun dun
shit's-
music. The way you say
Yeah.
that shit.
Bro, I told you.
Yeah.
I told y'all like 2 weeks ago. I don't know where this nigga's really from.
I'm about to say, you just give me two different birth
I was
locations.
about to say, I wonder if Ack care. He probably don't give a shit.
He's born in Africa.
He was born in Africa.
Yeah.
Which part?
Liberia. He's not. Yeah. So,
Wonder why he's.
bro, I don't know.
He probably don't even know his age.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know. I fuck with the nigga.
The fact that all of these
plenty of question
places
marks. You know
are
what I'm
part
saying?
of his shit, it's
Yeah.
like, nigga, you went here. It's a trajectory though. He keeps going west. Like,
Yeah, he's migrating. He's trying to find the Holy Land.
Yeah, but
Flakko, post your birth certificate.
I think he should
If you
go.
gangster.
I really think he should go though, honestly.
Yeah,
But
you think he should go.
I ain't even think about it like that though. Like if something really bad happens, like Adam's gonna be there for sure. Like
Adam's gonna make it last.
Adam's all about. Adam will let the sink fall. Like he'll go down with the ship.
with the ship,
Yeah.
He'd be like, we'll just build another ship, nigga.
I don't know. I feel like Ak will be like the
Akademiks will let that shit float
Because,
off
like-
into the distance.
and jump back on the Akademiks boat.
Yeah,
because
but it's a single paddle.
yeah, right. It's solid as a single paddle, but the Academy boat got holes in it, and he's like, nigga, if that shit's catch on fire,
Out of here.
I might have to let you niggas go.
Shit,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
shit might
I
get
got a
taken
perfect-
over by pirates.
Nigga, I got a perfectly good ship over here. I was just trying to make a new one over here, nigga. Like, yeah, he be
I
in
don't
and
know,
out.
man. Ak seemed like a sturdy person, like sturdy enough. Like
I mean, he has been through a lot personally.
he's been through so much,
And, like, stayed on,
to
yeah.
where like the personal life always is gonna bleed off into your business. You know what I mean? Like, of course, like him and his bitch, that's his own thing. But that has nothing to do with Flakko.
Put it this way, it's even beyond that. I don't think most people would be able to face what Adam faced and still try to
Nigga,
show up every day. and be
Most
serious.
people would die.
That's what I'm. That's
You
my
know what
point.
I'm saying?
Yeah, or at least close business.
Close everything, nigga. Tell my wife to close her legs.
Nah, you
Nah,
might
it's
want to
crazy.
open them just how the business is going.
Yeah, it depends on how the business is going. Yeah, you open your legs back up.
Yeah, please spread.
I don't know, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Imagine saying something on the podcast and literally just like have to worry about getting shot at the fucking gas
That's
station.
crazy.
Or jumped.
That should keep you honest.
Yeah.
That doesn't keep you honest.
It
That
should.
No, it
doesn't.
makes you be
makes
less
you be
honest.
less honest.
Well, potentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Highly, nigga. Nigga, you're-
But I'm just saying it's accountability.
if you
like
can-
you can't just go on here and pop shit that you're not really about. It's keeping you honest. Because you're gonna have to face those repercussions.
But part of what you're doing with this is supposed to be journalistic in some cases. In Flakko's case, it's
Yeah.
like to do that.
Flakko's
Yeah,
case,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To do that, you can't.
You got these
I
are
pop my
goons
shit-
we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I pop my shit, but it's like, but it's like I don't have time to deal with niggas who just like don't understand this. Like,
Yeah.
I pop my shit and I can defend the shit that I
That's-
pop.
has that
but
happened to
it's
Flakko?
like, yeah, he was getting pressed in this call. He was getting pressed because he's at Community, and that nigga 03 Greedo was pressing him like, and then there was a nigga behind him that was like, I'll fire on Cut right now. You know, it's like all this extra shit. It's like, nigga, what? This is too much, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even want to be around these. Like, you can't.
A nigga talking about,
you can't have
yeah.
no articulate conversation with these type of niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to do this. You know what I'm
He said
saying?
they don't got the IQ for it.
Essentially, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Nah, man.
or niggas that want to throw hands and then talk about it later. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, nah.
What the fuck? Fuck, it's not the life I want to live.
Now I feel you, but what would you say to people who would call that pussy?
That's fine. I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not pussy, but that's fine. I'm pussy, though, at the same time.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I'm definitely pussy. Definitely pussy.
You're like a shapeshifter. Definitely pussy. Said once a month, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, for sure. I'm scared of everything, goddamn it. I'm in fear for my life at all times.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga always
you-
distraught.
Yep,
Shit.
for
That's
sure.
dangerous though. You probably the most dangerous person then when you think about it. You in a
I'm willing
constant
to-
state of phobia.
Yeah.
I'm willing to take it there.
We don't even know what voices you hear.
Yep. And I'll put myself in the right position to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm running. All right.
He said he always got his face to the door.
Yeah, I'm running. And if you chase, nigga, it's a different story.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Pause.
Where do I want to go? Let's go over to this nightcap show. Just because. Oh, you know what? No. Let's stay on SNEAKO. Just because we're kind of in academics. This is kind of their world. Everybody's in Vegas right now. And I just feel like SNEAKO in the last like 48 hours or.
He's done a media press run.
Nah, he hasn't done a media press run. He's just like.
Regained consciousness.
It almost feels like he's popped back up because he kind of went away for a while. I don't know.
A
Like.
media press run.
But
He
he-
was
but he
Muslim,
hasn't- but
and
he
then it was
hasn't-
kind of quiet since then.
Yeah, but he hasn't popped up on anybody's platform. That's why I'm not saying
Yeah.
media press run.
But,
he's like
but you're
streaming.
just seeing him though. You
Yeah,
get what
like
I mean?
on stream and stuff. Yeah.
But it's one of those things like
You're just saying popping out
He's just
in public.
media-
Like collaborative content.
like
Yeah.
like he's just getting next to everybody.
Yeah, well, he's trying to. See, this is the reality check that he's experiencing.
Yeah.
It's nobody's fucking with him. Like, so he did that content with Sean Strickland where they boxed. And Sean Strickland,
if you want to call it that.
I mean, if you want to call it sparring, it's
well. So it was a longer version of the video for like the first 30 seconds. Like Sean was just fucking with him, just walking up on him. SNEAKO, like he's like actually trying to move his head and shit. You know what I mean? Then eventually Sean was just turned it on.
He just got mean.
Yeah, he literally just beat him up essentially, which he never stood a chance.
But did you see the video of him bigging him up? He was like, "Yo, SNEAKO's actually like a man for that."
Yeah, I was about to
kill him.
I mean, because
he stood standing.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you about that shit because you fighting all that. Like, there was a lot of niggas in the comments saying that Sean Strickland couldn't drop this nigga when he was playing no defense.
There was some niggas saying that.
It was a little bit of criticism on Sean's behalf. It's like,
I mean, it's a lot.
You professional ass whooper.
It's a lot of caveats that go into that. Like, I see it though.
And on top of that, it's like
I see it.
And it's like, bro, Sean Strickland, I don't think he hates him either. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
It's like,
look like
if you want to spar for content, we can spar for content. I'll punch you up, but I'm not going to try to take your head off.
You get
know
what
I'm saying?
I'm going to give you some good ones, but I ain't going to.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But like, if he didn't like him, I'm sure he would have.
He could have dropped him.
He could have cleaned him. He could have cleaned his clock.
But I mean, that was more than. That's not. I didn't like it, but that's more than like teaching you a lesson. He went a little further. He went
further than just like let me touch you, and that's why niggas are like, you didn't drop him doing it.
But he didn't go. He almost went to that point.
He was really controlled.
Nigga, it was like 3 white towels that flew.
I think he lost himself. Actually, I think he was like doing it, and then he was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna show this nigga what it's about. And then I think he regained consciousness afterwards.
Because SNEAKO, he's one of those niggas like. He's following in what's that nigga's footsteps?
Andrew
Tate.
Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Both of them, though.
Both the niggas. So when he was like on his like journey, he was like really getting in a fight, and so that's all he was talking about. So Sean probably felt a little bit of that, like, okay, you're a real man. Like, let's see.
I forgot. Sean hates Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
also, a couple of those fists were probably on his behalf.
So and he's whooping.
Get this to your homie.
Yeah, he thinks Andrew Tate is a bitch.
And he's whooping like the second version of him, the new coming.
Well, not even close, because we got to remember Andrew Tate is
that nigga.
He's a kickboxing world champion. Like SNEAKO has none of these accolades. Like SNEAKO might have boxed growing up, but he's not
He did.
He might have, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe he was just giving her that credit.
Yeah, just like we know Schulz has boxed, but like
it's just one of those things. Like it's just a side activity.
But like Tate is a kickboxing world champion. Period.
Right.
So it's completely different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
there's medals on the line.
Yeah,
and regarding all his fights, it's a little skeptical about that. Yeah, because it's like he fought a lot of fights, but it wasn't wortty opponents.
But if you fight that many times,
it's a lot of experience. A lot of experience, but it's still levels.
In a
Tate, right?
Tate.
Yeah. In a like public centered like event, like I do this for
professionally
living,
fighting
professionally.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah,
it's impressive, but it's still. There's a point to who those opponents are.
Like,
there's a couple niggas is 30-0 in Mexico, but they come over here.
Now, if you're 49, if you're 49-0 or whatever record he was, and he's fighting people that haven't even fought yet. It's like
but these people have fought though.
Are we downgrading a pro level fighter? Bro, like pro is
There's
pro.
levels to pro fighting because it's not just one league.
The average nigga is not about to like clean the clock of a pro, even the worst pro.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying he's not that good based on his level, not based on the world. Oh, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, let's watch this. Let's go to the next slide because I want to see this. I want to see this slide.
It's way better than SNEAKO.
Well, actually, yeah, let's watch him get ignored by. So it's just weird. Like this is just a recap. This is the Grand Wizard Chat nigga Instagram page. Matter of fact, go back to the first one so we can watch that video. It's just like SNEAKO's getting ignored everywhere he goes.
Literally.
So like Kai and Speed just completely walk past him, and he just has this look like, whoa,
Please wait with. Oh shit, my fault.
Then they asked him. Somebody asked. They tried to ask them.
Speed look irritated.
Bro, they said, can you wait with SNEAKO? They was like, nigga, what? Just kept going. Then he got kicked out of a kick event, and he's partnered with Kick.
Oh shit.
And Speed and Kai aren't even partnered with Kick, and they were in the VIP section and didn't get kicked out.
When nigga bottles of Chris A and shit.
Bro, it's like
Speed would never get hit by Sean Strickland. I feel like Speed can do anything.
Yeah, but let's watch this.
This nigga head moving,
crawling under his legs.
Uncanny.
SNEAKO? Okay, perfect. They're with you? Yes. Have fun, guys. Okay.
Thank you.
feel like speed is always in the present moment.
Can you please wait with SNEAKO?
Yeah, nah, man. It's
why Speed act like he don't know SNEAKO? Bro, they used to all
He
know
act like he don't know where he at.
I don't remember Kai ever kicking it with SNEAKO though.
No.
I'm sure he knew him, but I don't ever remember. Yeah,
It's probably hard to be in the streaming lane and not be familiar with who's at the top.
literally.
Even if it's just in passing, like what we just seen. These niggas.
Yeah, so they kicked SNEAKO out of the VIP Rumble section of at the Power Slap event.
He got kicked out the Rumble section?
Yeah. Kai, Speed, and Aiden, who aren't even partnered with Rumble, were seated next to the ring.
Damn.
Yeah, SNEAKO is partnered with Rumble.
And he's partnered with Rumble.
Oh,
Yeah, now that's just blatant disrespect.
Let me watch this diss. I didn't even see this.
Oh, they diss SNEAKO.
I'm the Rumble streamer. Bitch, I ain't fucking with you.
Go back.
All right.
At a Rumble event, they're putting me on this side. How does that make any sense? I'm the Rumble streamer here. But I won't. Look, I'm not a...
Yo, this is hard to watch.
If this is true, he's a very good actor.
Yeah.
Give a name drop, pussies. You know, dumbass bitch, I ain't fucking with you. Name drop. I got a million things I'd rather fucking do than to be what? Rather be fucking with you. You little dumb. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Listen, I don't give a fuck about you or anything that you do. Give a fuck about you or anything that you do.
Just rap
Now
karaoke.
that's kind of fucked up.
The alien bleep nigga?
Probably. These are the three kings of streaming right now, just singing I don't fuck with you.
Yeah. But this is why they're the kings.
Yeah.
This is why they're the kings, because they look like they just sitting in a high school lunchroom.
Was there anything else on that slide?
Yeah. I'm about to go back
And
and click
they
out.
said his name.
No, they didn't say. That's what Aiden kept saying.
Yeah.
Say the name. Say the name.
He could have said it.
This is David Blaine working right now. All right, we're
Those
getting
niggas been by himself this
We're getting
whole
kicked. Good to see you, bro.
I think he got his Tom Brady.
Text me.
But that don't count.
Did we do something? What's going on? Bro, nice meeting you.
His
It's just the same.
Did it start? Wait,
Damn.
Did it start over or what happened?
Let's find out.
Like everyone on that side, none of them are Rumble streamers. Nobody. I'm the Rumble streamer at a Rumble event. They're putting me on this side. How does that make any sense? Bro, trust me.
Oh, I just went back to the other clip.
See,
Oh, yeah. It's just now memes.
Oh,
I was
okay.
about to say, and it's crazy. Like he probably never expected this joining the red pill community to be disrespected like this, to be emasculated.
I don't think he thought far enough ahead to think of repercussions and consequences.
Nah, he definitely.
This is one of them things you can't really even. Is that real? Nah, there's no way that's
Who
real.
the fuck is that?
Yeah, they're saying that they met Tom Brady
shit,
at
that
the
is real.
event. Like,
Oh
so they.
my god! And he knew who they all were. The goat really tapped
Young
in.
men.
That's crazy.
They had a Rumble event acting like this is crazy.
Yeah.
And SNEAKO's the one with the Rumble deal.
And they tapped in with Tom
Doesn't
Brady.
sound like it's gonna be much longer.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, because now that I think about it, the only people that I know with the Rumble deal is Speed.
Tate brothers, right?
No.
I think they do have one.
The Tate
And
brothers.
who's the dude?
Destiny, too.
Who's the dude that used to be on
And Akademiks.
Academics.
Steve Will Do It?
Yeah, Steve.
He got a
Yeah,
Rumble
so-
deal
yeah,
too,
that's
right?
Yeah. Kick kind of. I mean, Aiden Ross and Kick, they're just fucking.
They, nigga.
They buy
They're
up
in a
everything.
symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
Nigga, they are buying up everything, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, they don't. It's like I feel like they're buying niggas out of contracts. Like
It's literally a monopoly
Yeah,
happening.
it's getting crazy right now. Like Kick is definitely about to just
So they got Saudi money.
have the market
Yeah.
share for sure. And then once they have the uploading videos aspect added to it, like where you can upload like YouTube and
Yeah.
Rumble, it's over.
and
Bro.
the interface gets pretty.
Yeah. It was really bad when it first started. I remember when Kick first started, it was terrible.
Yeah, it's like, goddamn.
But they came a long way.
That's how companies get started. Nigga.
Literally, yeah. You got to start somewhere.
From the ground up. But yeah, nah.
But yeah, I mean,
That's-
SNEAKO was he just did too much, bro, all the time. It was just like.
He did a complete 180.
You can't have that many epiphanies in a year.
That's
on
what I'm
film.
saying, bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
We're
he
gonna
had-
start not trusting you no more.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had way too many
Yeah.
epiphanies, bro. Way
Live,
too many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the conclusions that he was drawing was,
From another man.
yeah.
It
Which
was
is
whoever he was admiring at the time.
He
That's-
had a little bit of the Kanye syndrome to where he's just a loud talking
Yeah.
piece of the last opinion he loved.
Yeah.
You know, hey man, shout out to SNEAKO, man. He was still a young nigga doing this shit, you know.
And that's another thing too. I be
Yeah.
forgetting how young he is too.
Yeah,
SNEAKO
SNEAKO
is
young
like
as shit.
22, 23. Like
SNEAKO was technically popping before a lot of these niggas.
Because
he was,
which is ironic.
He was a teenager.
He was in high school still popping.
Nigga, he was in New York modeling, making videos, smoking weed. Like, nigga, that's the life.
He lost his YouTube channel. Once they clip your YouTube, nigga.
Yeah.
Literally. And I think he's finally learning that lesson to where he realizes that standing for some shit is different than standing in some shit.
Yeah.
Right. He's 25, by the way.
Niggas are not going to want to stand next to you.
Yeah.
But he's been popping for, I feel like he's been popping for like 9-10 years.
Fucking.
That shit was cold. Stop hating.
That
shit is cold.
Bars.
Quoted. Get it tatted with some clouds.
Well, I mean, I'd say good luck, SNEAKO, but I don't give a fuck enough.
Ah, man. Hey, man. When punches get thrown at you, you got to slip. You got to roll. Footwork is important, nigga. You got to jab back. You know what I mean? If they're throwing at you, hey, man, don't just let them come at you.
Niggas dogpiling.
Yeah, man.
Your brain expressions is very important.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be played with.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move over to this. The Nightcap Show. Really, this isn't even the Nightcap Show. This is Shannon Sharpe versus Mike Epps. So it all started with Mike Epps. Bro, this, number one, this story just unfolded ridiculously quick. It was like, it just happened so fast. It all took place within 48 hours. And Mike Epps did a stand-up show.
Everybody had time.
Yeah, Mike Epps did a stand-up show, and he was like, Shannon asked me to be a part of his club, Shay Shay. He hit me up, and I said no. He's clowning him, saying he looked like Medea, saying he's gay. He's telling us what his name, blah, blah, blah. Then Shannon Sharpe came out on his the Nightcap Show.
Yeah, with Ocho with Gilbert Arenas.
With Ocho and Gilbert.
Nah, it was Ocho though.
Gil be on there too.
Yeah, but they be.
It's like a rotating. It's like sometimes it's Ocho, sometimes it's Gil.
Oh, really? I thought it was mainly
Gil.
Ocho.
Gil be switching out.
They be switching out.
Ocho be there more often, but Gil he recurs.
Ocho was there in this instance. Though.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fucking Shannon Sharpe was hot, bro. He was pissed. Like,
yeah, he was.
I put it in there. Matter of fact, we have a Chigs video that kind of just shows everything.
Shout out Chigs. We ain't heard from Chigs in a while.
Yeah.
In terms of watching the video on the podcast, I feel like.
Yeah. So, yeah, Shannon Sharpe was on some nigga. I'm gonna see you soon. Yeah, I'll be about that life still.
Hell yeah, we gonna be at the same award show. Nigga.
Yeah, like stand on that when you see me next.
Jesus.
Do with it, man.
Oh man, we got a squabble on our hands. Shannon Sharpe versus Mike Epps. Now, after Mike Epps basically tried to lie on Shannon Sharpe, claiming that he was the one that reached out to him first to get on his show, Club Shay Shay, and also tries to make gay jokes about him, which I don't know why people have been saying this. Let the man live. Let the man dress how he wants to dress. Shannon Sharpe last night addressed Mike Epps and also issued a threat to him. Told him, yo, I'm gonna pull up on you and I'm gonna see if you're gonna say the same thing to my face. Here's what Shannon Sharpe said.
Because you're lying. Yeah. You said I reached out to you to come on Club Shay Shay, and you a mofo lie. Now, when I see you, I'm going to see you. I'm going to see if you about that. Okay. I'm going to see if you want to say what you've been saying on trying to get some jokes because you got mad because Cat Williams did what he did. Now, when I see you, I'm going to see if you really about that.
Yeah, and when I see you,
no. I'm going to see if him talking all that, when it wasn't them tight ass leather pants, trying to be funny, but I'm gonna see if you're about that. Say my name again. Now be like Destiny's Child and talk about say my name.
Now today, Mike Epps responded back to Shannon Sharpe. Looks like he's not backing down. With all
say my name. Yeah, nah.
You just about to sing it, but that's
those
what
Destiny's glasses. My grandmother does have those glasses, but I'm not one of the people that think Shay Shay is
I'm about to say, do people think he's gay?
And that's been happening recently because
I thought it was
Corey Holcomb topic that we're gonna have too.
Well, yeah, it's all encompassed in this pretty much. Yeah, we can play the Corey Holcomb.
It's coming out of nowhere though. Like I don't know where these allegations.
I thought the only allegation he had was he just liked white girls. That's the only thing that I thought that he was facing with. I didn't realize
it's white dudes.
It's a whole
it's like right. Like
that was white guys.
It's like now all of a sudden
it's a whole story arc.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden he's gay now. I'm just so confused, but. I mean, honestly, bro, it's you really don't get a gay unless you're popping. You get a gay allegation, like,
bro. And I was about to say,
like, you really get one when you popping.
Corey Holcomb threw every allegation they give to successful black men in this one clip. He literally gave them all of it.
He did, bro. It was kind of crazy. I was like, all right, this is
but it's also gay.
I don't know. It was probably Twitter, but allegedly Shannon Sharpe's stylist is gay. That was one of his points.
They say he's a secret lover or something.
But also, this nigga is like, he's broken up a couple relationships, or he's been with a couple NFL players prior. You get what I mean?
Oh,
so his stylist has a history of styling NFL players who, you know, was also
and having relationships
homosexual.
with them.
So it's...
How'd you come across this?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I heard about that. I just
Same way you watched...
I didn't hear about this.
You didn't watch the video?
I didn't hear about the past relationship, but I did know about the stylist though.
But allegedly, you know, that's what it is.
Like, this is his stylist.
But I don't even... it doesn't even really matter, though.
Right.
Like, if he's gay, it's like, you know...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Damn.
But they are just throwing it out there like it's fact. Damn sure. You see this nigga in this rectangle?
Yeah, this nigga...
He was mad.
Think about the breakdancing.
Yeah, no, sell some crack. Play.
He about to breakdance.
Yeah.
And everybody said the Cat Williams video, I mean, it was a lot of people talking about the Cat Williams video was bad news. Motherfuckers getting bold now. Motherfuckers ain't yucking with y'all ass. Only one yucking is Shay Shay. Shay Shay, oh, Taylor Swift running circles around Beyonce. Where that come from? Why you had to say that? Your boss made you say that, didn't he?
I didn't know he said that.
Your
That's a
boss.
hell of a conclusion to draw.
BOTHS. Both. Made you say that.
Said it so he could understand.
You used to speak up for the brothers and sisters, Shay Shay, but now I see what you're doing. You got a lot of fruit booties that came on your podcast, boy.
And who are these people?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah.
Who are the, I don't want to say that. I feel like we're going to add another word to that list.
Goo gobblers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I don't know, bro. I don't know who all the other gay comedians were. That was confusing too.
Gay comedians.
He was just saying like a bunch of gay people.
Bro, he was doing exactly what Cat did, exaggerating a little bit.
Yeah.
It's probably like two gay niggas. You know what I'm saying? But that's, you know, it's a lot of gay
But we
niggas.
also got to remember Corey Holcomb thinks that everybody in that world is gay too.
Pretty much.
And
or at least it's something about your butt.
Yeah. And we don't know what he know.
That's true.
We don't know what he know.
That's true as well.
You know, first day we met Joe Budden, we know not to speak of who know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't talk about that nigga no more.
Neither one of
You know who?
Three of them niggas.
He who must not be named.
Nigga, I forgot.
The list of three?
The list of three.
You know what I'm saying? I forgot.
Oh,
Nigga.
yeah. Yeah, we crossed them niggas off of our
So
docket
nigga,
list
who knows
immediately.
what he knows? You get what
That's
I mean?
true.
And
That
we
is
don't even know nothing, but we know.
Look how confident he is in this kangle, nigga. You can't fake that.
Hand on hip, sturdy than a motherfucker.
Calling another man gay. That's how you know he knows.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah, a lot of fruit booties came on your podcast. That's gonna come out soon. Through 5150. Ain't no coincidence you have a lot of fruit booties you interview. Who you think, dog, the streets' eyes is wide open, man. I'm telling you, you ain't fooling nobody. Shay. Skip.
That was fine.
Skip.
Up there with smiling and yucking up with Stephen A. Smith. That's gonna go bad one day. Because Stephen A. Smith a fuck nigga. Stephen A. Smith, the one who told people you got fired from FS1. Didn't nobody know that? Did nobody know you got fired? Stephen A. Smith put that out there, but every day you got to be like, Stephen, you going through a change. You better go ahead and tell the truth about who you are, Club Shay Shay. Let it be known. I bet you wouldn't answer this question. Have you ever had sex with a man? You know what he gonna say? What do you call sex? That's what they gonna say.
But I thought since he's off that network, you think now though he's bending because of well, not literally.
Boy,
but,
did you see them ball huggers he had on in front of Cat? He was like, so look here, Cat.
But do you think it's because of like the companies he has?
That's probably why Cat was like, this a virgin asshole over here, nigga.
Sponsoring him because he's not on the network now. So why would he be?
What do you mean? No, he's getting money from Apple.
Yo,
Yeah,
don't you?
That's what I just said.
Him coming out, like, wouldn't Disney love that? Like, Disney loved that shit.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
He's
more marketable now.
If anything, he's waiting to blow that bomb up. You know what I mean? He's waiting to press that red button.
Yeah, like it's the final stage.
Gay.
Run the pack.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Nigga, run the promo, nigga.
That's gonna be crazy.
I don't want to see that shit.
That'd be crazy.
I don't want to see the promo.
Yeah, I mean, it's look,
But
man.
would it surprise
it's
you?
not gonna change.
Would it surprise you if that happened?
I mean, not now because
If any-
5150 broke it first.
Right, pretty much. And they said that they're going to be the hub of exposing all the booty. What did they say? Booty goblins.
He's the Chris Hansen of gay comedians.
Fruit booties. Yeah, he said that.
I don't know if you should bleep that.
Yo, when you,
I think it's fine. It seems pretty PG.
Throwing homo on a nigga. That's like some serious shit. It's like throwing like grape allegations. It's hard to look at a picture of a nigga after that and go like nah.
It's such a damning allegation.
Yeah.
Like even if kids were in the play, like if somebody mentioned that, it's kind of hard not to see it in that light no more.
It's hard not to.
It's a weird allegation because people claim to not care about it, but they obviously care about it because when you throw it on somebody, it's an automatic. You know what I'm saying? It's the most weird insult there is.
It gets thrown on so many niggas that I don't even look at it the same way. Like I don't.
It's not bad no more.
Because it doesn't hit the same no more. You know, even 10 years ago, 5 years ago, it was like gay nigga. What? Yeah. But now it's like. You know what? Everybody's gay at some point. It seems like that's what that's how they make it seem.
It's normalized now. There was a point in time where it's like if you were famous and black, it was impossible to be gay.
That's what I'm saying.
Them niggas didn't exist.
Exactly, bro. It was literally an archetype that wasn't on this planet.
You was proud of that shit. You was
so I don't know, bro. I don't like if a gay allegation pop up. Depending on who it is, I will be fair. Depending on who it is, I'm either gonna think, damn, I wonder if he is gay or.
How much money did they like?
No, or this nigga is doing so well. These niggas are trying to. They're doing everything they can to get him off.
down. You get what I'm saying? Like,
so he's next up.
Yeah, it's like
it's his time now.
He's clearly doing too well. Like Shay-Shay's Shannon Sharpe is clearly going crazy.
That's all it is.
It's like let's throw the gay allegations on him. You know
we didn't hear these allegations until millions of views later. Because Shannon Sharpe has been talking for a very long time,
bro. He's not new to the mic. No. So. All them years with Skip, even
before Skip.
Yeah,
because he was doing, I forgot.
Club Shay Shay was, they're probably coming up about a year though.
I don't know when they started, but I
feel like they're coming up roughly on a year because I feel like it's been out for a nice little minute now. Let's
go to see their oldest video on YouTube.
Yeah, I feel like it's just over a year, honestly.
He had a solid 2023. God damn. For a new podcast.
Great way to end it.
That's a sensational.
Yeah, I would say just over a year. Go to videos.
Oh, I thought you wanted to see when the channel. Oh, they don't show right here. But
they might.
They should show it.
They should show right there.
Just go to see your oldest video.
Yeah.
3 years.
3 years ago.
I was gonna say I think it's been around for a while.
Okay, so 3 years. Yeah, it's been around for a nice little minute.
Shit, he had Floyd Mayweather on that bitch, Snoop Dogg, and these look to be Zoom calls, but even then,
they do. Yeah.
Ice Cube, so he's always had legendary black talent.
But he was with Skip for a while. He started when he was with Skip.
Yeah, because 3 years ago, he hasn't even been away from them.
Time has honestly flown.
Yeah.
Time is flying by because it does feel like this just happened, but
it feels like it just happened. But I remember seeing it a year ago at least, so I was thinking a little over a year. But 3 years, I didn't even realize.
Is that Lou Duval on that banner on the right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh shit.
Where? Oh yeah, on the far right.
Far right
in the banner.
But yeah, man. So
shout out Shay Shay, whatever.
Oh yeah. So long story short, Shay Shay went berserk. I think him getting so mad doesn't help the gay allegations. I will say that.
Yeah.
Him getting so like, when I see you, nigga, it's up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that helps the gay allegations. Like, I think if it's just, bro, if you get hit with a gay allegation, it's whatever.
But how are you supposed to respond to that shit? Like, you supposed to? I think he responded exactly how. Like, nah. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little too angry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he responded like a gay man trying to be
compensate.
straight.
Given the context that he's a comedian telling a joke, it's like it'd be different if you was just talking shit regular.
Yeah.
But it's like even if you were still offended by it.
If he was in the interview and was like,
just popping shit.
This nigga's gay. Like, come on. Like, it's like this a little
like
different.
Corey Holcomb.
Like Corey Holcomb. Like that's a little bit more aggressive.
That was
like,
purposeful.
He was on stage getting his shit off, jokes
and
off.
Mike Epps had been saying like the crazy. He's on tour, by the way. I saw this one video.
Yeah.
He was like, I have to bleep this, but he was like, nigga, the whole All About Benjamins, he was high off cocaine that whole shoot. Right. If you look in his eye, nigga, I watched that shit last night. He was like, if you look in my eyes, you could just tell when I get that lottery ticket, I'd start dancing. I was like, oh shit, this nigga, he's been up for 3 days, nigga.
He's method acting.
All About them Benjamins, nigga.
But if we go back to that Chigs video though, not Cat Williams, Mike Epps pretty much was laying in bed and said, "Nigga, I'll shoot you. Stop, don't play with me." You know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, we gonna see each other. I'm not running. And matter of fact, I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie. I can see it now. This is one of those.
Talk about the picture.
The picture on the right.
Yeah, the picture is not. It's not.
This is damning.
Ugly Betty got them glasses.
That picture is not the good. They chose the right one for this.
Yeah, they chose exactly what they needed to.
Yeah.
Chigs, you dirty dog.
Yeah. And
then this was the first picture on
Mike
Google.
Epps, he's fucking yeah.
What is the first picture on Google? Then we might not be able to. We might not be to blame.
Like they made Shay Shay look like a little bit of like Black Mrs. Doubtfire-ish.
Literally, he looked like Ben Grimes in that movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Pulp Fiction.
Nah, the one where he played a woman.
Oh shit.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the name of the movie.
And why is Mike Epps wearing the Indiana Pacers bomber jacket?
Pacers were probably winning that year.
This is at least recent, nigga. He got gray in that goatee.
They had a great
Pacers
shooting
are nice
team.
now. That's true.
They're nice now. Yeah. Shout out Tyrese Halliburton.
Doing his thing. So.
Yeah, and Mike Epps just basically, reinstated that he's a true Cleveland nigga. And
you gonna be in my city.
Yeah,
I'm not running.
Yeah.
We gotta stand your ground.
We don't fight big niggas like you.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, play a little bit of Mike Epps.
So many consequences to losing.
Mike Epps said back to Shannon Sharpe.
Now wait a minute. Now I know Shay Shay. I don't know what grown ass man got a name named Shay Shay, but I know this grown man is not mad at me. So many people talk crazy about you. They was on Saturday Night Live talking about you, imitating you, but now you want to fight me? Now, I'm not going to lie. I did DM you to get on the show. But I DM'd you to get on the show because you brought my name up when you was sitting there with Cat. And you was trying to get him to talk crazy about me, but he didn't. Okay? Now, second of all, talking about pulling up on me. You're going to be an all-star. I'm going to be at the all-star in my hometown. And I'm going to see you. All right? I'm going to see you, brother.
They both getting kicked out.
And I'm just letting you know. I don't be doing no fighting lately. I don't do no fighting. So, there's only one other option. If you don't fight, you do blank. And Ocho, you shut up and go get some eyebrows. You looking like a whole milk dud sitting there agitating. We watched the white boy kick your ass on TV.
Yeah,
so you shut up.
I did see that.
What's he talking about?
He did like a celebrity boxer
fight.
and he
Yeah.
got dropped.
Oh, shit.
I didn't even
This is
realize.
recent history?
I don't know how old it was, but
I feel like 5. Wait, was it?
It happened a few years ago. I feel like.
yeah, I don't know.
It's just going revival.
It's going reviral because I didn't know it was
yeah.
a thing too. And then,
He
even though
just dropped
that was funny as hell, like Ocho Cinco, just like whatever shit is shit.
Yeah,
Whatever shit.
I'm with him.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
He's a great ad-libber.
He is. Yeah, that shit was hilarious. But
And he
yeah,
does not have eyebrows. Yeah.
he got knocked out. Well, not knocked out, but he got knocked down.
He got dropped.
Yeah, he got dropped. So but I didn't even realize that was a thing. I was like, God damn, I didn't even know this happened one day.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago though.
Yeah.
Based on what that video said. Yeah.
But you think Mike Epps is stupid for this? Because he kind of just said he'd shoot a nigga at the All-Star game.
Not really, because he got threatened first.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think you can say that though, right?
He didn't say.
Well, I mean,
say
and he
that.
did get threatened first.
Yeah.
And this is Mike Epps, not Kevin Hart.
So they can write it off as a joke.
I think you could say,
yeah.
"I'll defend myself." I don't think that's going to
Yeah.
destroy you.
Okay.
But Shannon, I don't know. It's all kind of strange.
But
either way.
did you see,
It's just strange that it got that. They escalated like that.
But they
to death, like goddamn.
Yeah.
they made up on Twitter. Did you go to
Yeah, I
Shannon
saw that.
Sharpe's
Yeah,
Twitter?
Shannon.
Yeah.
Shannon said, "I apologize."
I apologize. We weren't being stand-up black men during Black History Month.
Yeah.
Well,
There
he's-
better not be no publicity stunt for a new episode.
Well, that's what Chiggs was saying. He was like, maybe this is all one elaborate rollout.
Oh yeah,
for the,
Chicks has it in
Because
there, actually.
Shannon is obviously carving his lane in a very specific sect of culture.
It's on his
I don't know if it's in that video.
It's in the next one.
Yeah.
He just dropped the other one.
Shout out Kanye.
Shout out Young and May looking real manly.
I have to bleep his name.
Right. And his not friendly in the algorithm, actually. Oh, no. Oh, you're trying to find the tweet?
Yeah, he had it in here.
Yeah, there it is. He's speaking in third person. He said, Unk and the real Mike Epps have decided to have a man-to-man conversation in Indiana at NBA All-Star Weekend to discuss our differences. We both realize this situation should have been handled differently. I apologize to fan friends, loved ones, and my fans. Club Shay Shay.
Yeah. He saw he was like, ooh, he forgot he had white fans still. He's like, ooh, shit.
Maybe that's what it was.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I just can't threaten niggas.
Oh, shit.
Well, every time. And especially this is second strike, I was about to say, because you almost put pause on John Moran's dad at the game.
Yeah, second
so
strike.
it's looking like you
It looks like he has a tick a little bit. Like, you know, I really am holding back some football shit.
A lot of niggas
might be on them PEDs.
Nigga tendencies.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, so.
He got hit in the head a lot when he was in his prime.
Nobody ain't gonna do that. But yeah,
and he is
just do it now.
Yeah, fuck it. You can bleep it later. It's your job.
Nah, I'm just talking about CTE, like football in general is what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that's on him. I'm just saying like what niggas get from playing football. Them niggas be aggressive.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah,
I thought you about to say CTE makes you gay or something.
Football.
No, I just wouldn't put that on a nigga. I wouldn't say that.
That's what I thought he was doing.
No,
that's crazy.
That's crazy,
bro. But CTE. Oh my God, when Theo Vaughn was interviewing Sean Strickland. Sean Strickland tried to joke on Theo, and Theo was like, he said, bro, your vocabulary is consistent of CTE. I know you're not talking to me like this. Like, I was like, God, this nigga is crazy.
That's
that shit was hilarious, bro.
He said the only vowels you know is
Yeah,
CTE.
it was something slick like that, bro. That shit, it was fucking hilarious, though. But, yeah, I don't know. I've completely forgot about that whole John Moran's dad thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, in my mind.
And that got resolved too.
That did.
It
But
did.
in my
He's a
in
real
my-
diplomatic black man.
In the same way.
He's a diplomatic black dude.
But I feel like
somebody call him.
I mean, in my mind, anybody who played NFL football has no problem throwing hands. Like,
yeah,
throwing
when
hands.
you threw your brain around,
You know what I'm saying?
your body around.
Yeah, it's like
That's true.
Especially one of the great. It's like I literally clashed with
giants.
with the best of the best. Like,
especially when you in media now, like you're not scared of none of these dweebs.
bro, this is a joke. Are you kidding me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like
that's a
these,
fact.
it's just like fighting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It says I feel like the fighters have way more control over themselves.
Yes.
Of
Like,
course.
Yes.
They have
because
to.
they have
They're
to.
the
But
biggest
like,
strength because
a
they're the most
football nigga,
dangerous.
It wouldn't. I wouldn't think a football nigga wouldn't pop off. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
right.
expecting them to pop off for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Man, they're so familiar with just being in like explosive contact with niggas.
Period,
I saw
yeah.
this video of John Jones. He was talking about. He was like, I know the feeling of the human skull like the back of my hand.
Bruh, which just sounds crazy.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, this is insane. Like, yeah, I feel better talking shit to a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because he might not put hands on me. Depending on who he is.
If he's registered, then he's definitely not gonna put hands.
That's
on
what I'm saying.
you.
Yeah, but I feel
You'll be
more
safer technically.
I definitely feel more comfortable.
It's kind of like fucking a whore.
Tell us.
She could be cleaner than just a good girl because it's her job. It's her
Most of
profession.
them,
You know
most
what
of
I
them,
mean?
actually,
Yeah.
most of them are actually. Yeah. These girls out here are whores. Well, yeah, they solved it diplomatically.
Very amicably.
Hey,
You know.
whatever. Let's just
Like
Not
diplomatic
yet, whatever.
black
This
men
is
do.
this is beautiful. This
Yeah,
is
we
Black
should
History
actually big
Month.
this up probably.
Nigga, this is this is Black Peace. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you could always argue it shouldn't have got there.
Yeah, but then
But
a
you have
lot
to
of
learn.
people went there and it didn't go there.
Exactly.
Oh my God! Can you zoom in on that video? Can you make a new tab?
Which one?
You know which one? No. Wait, which one are you hovering over?
I need to
No,
start
no,
flirting.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would y'all like the room?
Oh shit!
No.
Wait, which video? This one with
What does it say? It says something about Wade.
Yeah.
Step on the scale. Isn't stuff up to Flakko? Bet he weighed over 300. Lord Jesus.
they did prize picks on his calorie intake.
Yeah.
God.
That'll be a bonus video at the end.
Yeah, put it in your watch later, nigga.
Yeah.
I got you.
All right, yeah. Let me move over to this next thing.
Fat.
They heard it. Don't worry. They heard it. They heard it.
Yeah, we heard it.
I heard it too.
Oh, okay. 10-4.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, y'all hit it. Perfect time.
All right, so Bert Chrysler and Tom Segura are on a vodka promo run.
Yeah.
And what's funny is I didn't see the Pat McAfee thing go down.
Yeah, that shit was awkward.
So like
it was unbearable.
But the first time I just saw the commercial on Instagram, and they were like both sitting at a table, kind of like joking back and forth, like you should drink this vodka if this. I was like, oh, it was kind of funny. It wasn't that bad. It made me laugh. I chuckled a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I saw Too Lazy to Try's video, I was like, wait, they're embarrassing themselves. I was like, the commercial I saw was kind of decent. That's what I'm thinking until I saw that video. Yo, that Pat McAfee shit was embarrassing as hell. So like,
it was awkward. It was eerie.
Where's Pat McAfee's show at?
It's on. Where's it filmed? Or
where's it
filmed?
filmed?
I don't know. I want to say Florida, but that's just me saying.
I feel like everybody's in Vegas right now.
It feels like one of those type of areas.
Yeah, it feels like Vegas or something like that.
Noise
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, let's Google it. Let's Google away.
Pennsylvania.
Where's Pat McAfee filmed?
Indianapolis,
Indiana. Gross.
They might not have been there though. I feel like everybody
This is January 29, 2024.
Okay.
That's as up to date as possible.
But I'm talking about that Bert Kreischer thing because they were in Vegas. I know they were in Vegas. That's what Too Lazy to Try said in the video.
Yeah, there was Pat McAfee probably was covering, well, not covering the event because it was his show, but they was probably doing some special.
That's
shit
what I'm saying. Like he's there, but like the base show is.
Oh, it was for the combine. I think it's for the NFL combine.
Yeah, they do
That's
different
what's
broadcasts,
right?
different campuses and stuff.
Gotcha. But long story short, Bert was there, and Bert was there first, and he popped up on Pat McAfee's show twice, and like he's already kind of drunk, takes his shirt off, and he's just let's start with the beginning. They did a podcast that was a full-length podcast just promoting the vodka, which
it was a 2-hour commercial.
Which that's a little crazy.
It's egregious, but
it's egregious.
Like it's an alcoholic with his own vodka brand. So fuck it.
Yeah,
and merch. Like they got merch for some for a drink that hasn't dropped yet.
Yeah. Which that doesn't seem crazy to me though.
That's a little. That's
especially for alcohol brands.
As far as like vodka, like
they be having
ain't
a
even
lot of
dropped
shit.
yet. Why I'ma buy a jacket and I don't know how it tastes? What if I don't like it when I actually drink it? Now I got this fucking hoodie.
That's how it be though.
Oh, so the merch is being sold right now.
The merch is being sold right now, but the drink isn't for sale until a little bit later. They did like a softcore launch.
Wait,
but you know how it be. Like you're never buying what you're actually buying. You're buying the person. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. But I can understand
is vodka
dropping at the same time.
But
Sorry, go ahead.
It's a little different with these niggas because Podcast Cringe, he did like a video breakdown of this too. And I think he was saying in the video that Bert, they alluded to in previous podcast episodes that they kind of want to like build a brand and then sell that shit.
Okay, they would. Yeah, I get what you're
Just kind of the goal with this, and that's kind of what happens with alcohol brands anyway. In general,
a lot of the time,
you
build it up to a certain
so
level, and then a company comes and buys it. Normally, it's a big vodka competitor.
Put it in the hands of somebody else.
That'll come buy it from you.
You essentially join the bureaucracy.
Yeah. So they do this 2-hour podcast. I definitely didn't watch that. I saw the Pat McAfee clips. We could probably skip to that in this video. Those were hilarious because like Bert is literally just like popping up on Pat McAfee, bruh. And he's just like,
unbeknownst,
bruh, just no shirt, doing push-ups, just awkward as fuck, bruh. And the first time he did there, it was like all in good fun. But the second time when he comes back, he's interviewing the rookie quarterback of the year, who's also up there pushing his drink, which is like something called C4.
Yeah, he's with the energy drink. He got an affiliation.
And the dude he's pretty much like bombing his interview, and he starts roasting him. The quarterback starts roasting him. He's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck is happening right now? But
like roasting a funny way or roasting like
it
this
was
is
funny.
uncomfortable now?
It was Put it this way, I saw somebody in the comments that was like, 2 comedians in a room, and the funniest guy is the football player.
Yeah. But yeah, hit play because I think this is too early in the video. You might have to skip a little bit more, but see where it's at.
Poorly as the podcast they did.
Yeah, skip forward. Yeah.
This nigga always got his shirt off.
That's his stick.
Does anybody else look so normal with their shirt
And of
off?
course, took his.
Nah, it's gonna take a second. Let me.
Because you've been forced to see it so many times.
He's real strange.
There he goes.
That's it right there.
Yeah.
He's not strange. He's got a blatant like an ego problem.
It's called alcoholism.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, that's
what happened.
Bert,
This is the first time I've seen him with his shirt off.
Jacked, brother. Look,
Hey, Vegas.
Look at this shoulder. Look at this shoulder, Pat.
Hey, Bert.
Explosivity.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Make your chest bounce, man. Make your chest bounce. Not your shoulders, your chest.
This is the first time
I can't do it. I'm a new
This
athlete.
is the first
I'm a new athlete. I haven't learned the boob bounce yet. Hey, Akbar, you're the man. Keep going, buddy. Hey, Vegas seems like a place that you.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Fight with my wife at? Yeah.
No, you and
3 in the
Leanne's.
morning, up until 3 in the morning because someone took out a $50,000 marker because Taylor Lewan had did it.
Okay, so you went and did the Dana White gambling thing?
No. I lost it before that. Man, I can't roll with the big dogs like that.
No, if you win, you can.
There's something about you NFL players that's just different.
Well, he gets too close
you
to that
guys,
football. He just
You
looks
guys
butt
don't
naked.
mind putting it all out there. Like regular dudes.
You imagine it being
we lost to vodka this week. Porosos.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I did not sleep last night. I'm still drinking. God bless you.
Cheers to you, dude.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, how about you? Just a Florida man.
It's look pretty
Just take it over.
enjoyable.
He has a movie
But this
about
is
his
not
life.
the one that
This is
Not your life,
this
too.
one's
It's
This is
straight.
the first time.
This one's straight.
The second one is the one.
This is then we can skip because he comes back with
disorderly
Tom Segura.
conduct, like type shit.
disorderly conduct type
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
This one right here.
He comes back with
Tom Segura.
Tom Segura.
This
this
is
time.
I think it might have started.
It started from there. Yeah.
Just like walking billboards
no.
at this point.
Yeah,
And that's probably
let
what CJ thinks of them. Like
let
he
it
is
go.
so confused. He has no idea who the hell they are, but he does handle it well. You know, him and Pat. Like Pat, you could tell isn't as amused this time. Like when Bert walks on, he's like, all right, here we go. Because he knows exactly what it's going to turn into. You know, everybody could predict this. Bert walks on there. He's trying to get everybody to drink. He's trying to be the center of attention. He takes his shirt off. He starts doing push-ups. He starts flexing for the cameras. And Tom has got to be embarrassed by this. I'm surprised he even agreed to do it because he knows if he's hanging around a drunk Bert Kreischer promoting alcohol, this is what's going to happen. So I think Tom's kind of accepted that him and Bert are going to be embarrassing themselves trying to promote this thing. But Tom had to be uncomfortable here. You know, he still has some self-awareness left.
Jeans and
Even though it is
flip-flops
pretty
is
funny to
crazy.
think back to Tom's pores rant in his airport
Okay, yeah, go in a
meltdown,
little bit
knowing
more.
that he had
Skip forward just a little bit to where they actually cover.
I think here it is.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Because he invites
On the
them.
set? Yeah, we are.
Bert, that's not
Okay. All right.
Oh, wow.
All right.
got Tommy Buttons with us.
All right. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom.
Tommy! Nice, Tommy!
Tommy, CJ. Do you know these guys?
No. How you doing, CJ?
Need one of those hoodies, Tommy.
These are two funny whites. Two funny whites, CJ. Two funny whites, Tom.
Sorry
And,
to interrupt.
hey, man. Thank you for
Following
stopping
my
by.
friend, yeah.
I heard you were sleeping this morning.
Yeah, I got you a recovery drink.
Thank
Oh,
you,
wow.
I was-
They said if two brothers would have walked in, they would have called the police.
No shit.
CJ, you drinking? You drinking, CJ?
No, sir, I don't drink.
No.
Don't-
Watch out, man. It's C4 time. Y'all tripping.
Yeah, man.
Get sober.
So what's in it?
There's
Piss.
we take migrants' blood and bone marrow at the border.
There you
See,
go.
Jeez.
What else?
I had the mic.
It's
Get out of here.
and, you know, there's
Yeah. All right.
Who are these
He
niggas?
poured it here. I'm not.
Here we
go. Oh boy.
Thank you guys for stopping by.
Looks like some sort of panel.
Really?
They look like
Hey,
fans,
Bert, here's
though.
to
They
you,
look
bub.
like people who.
Y'all get free
Okay,
promo.
bro.
Excuse
Feel like
me.
regular guys.
I'm in the way.
Hold that C4 up.
Y'all get free promos.
sorry.
Yeah. Hey, here's to you boys.
Cheers.
Two bears.
Let's see. It'll be good.
Alcohol in there.
Take it
Definitely
down.
alcohol in the
Take
bottle.
it down, Pat.
They took a shot at two bears.
How many push-ups do you think I can do right now?
I got a good 3.5.
You see how he put that shit right in front of the C4 bottle?
He's doubting you.
Oh, my
Wow.
Right in front of that shit. You can't even see
Okay.
no more.
What is going on?
What, TJ?
We got a strong hamster about to do push-ups.
This is in the middle of an
Listen,
entire
That's
interview.
crazy.
Like,
None of
this
us
is an
know what's
interview.
going on.
That's what's insane about it.
Including me.
It-
When
like-
I walked in with him.
I didn't
Yeah.
know
All right.
they do this in front of a live
Yeah,
audience.
and on
Like
college
I knew it
sets.
was a live audience, but nigga, it's like people just standing,
Staring.
Like
Yeah,
they're really there.
yeah.
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
couple 80. Yeah,
Yeah. That are like college campuses and shit.
yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Look at this push-up form. This is disgusting.
Look at that nigga on the right, just looking at him like
The black dude.
it's just like, what the fuck?
What is happening right now?
Nah, because this got to be jarring. These niggas just walked
Yeah,
onto the
it's
set,
crazy.
took their shirt off, gave the host a shot.
Yeah.
Bro, a nigga doing push-ups
Now
and flip-flops is crazy.
Yeah.
It is.
And how much is he about to do?
He did he didn't do a
7.
single real push-up technically.
Yeah, because like, look at the hip
Look at
play. You have to see these push-ups. They look crazy.
Might have to see y'all fucking form.
Better than yours.
Fucking perfect.
Balls.
See, let's get to 50.
He's been going since early.
CJ, this is your fault.
Nah, it sticks in
But
here
look,
now.
that's
What is that? What is his
push-up.
shoulders doing?
3 a.m. I had to argue
They
with
doing
his
like some
wife.
type
He
of
lost
weird
50 grand, he
explosive
said.
move.
Yeah, nah. It's almost like he was about to do the worm, but he had just enough strength
Yeah, it was weird.
to survive.
He
I ain't
didn't
never
trust
seen
his back
somebody's shoulders
flexibility.
doing
Yo,
that.
look at him, bro. Like this is funny. Like you see his face.
This is cringe.
No,
but
this is.
It's
funny because you're laughing at him, but he's not.
Yeah,
like,
we're definitely not laughing with him. Yeah.
well, obviously.
You're laughing at his condition because he thinks that this is like he thinks this is a validating moment.
Bro, that's also just disrespectful to interrupt that nigga's moment like that.
Yeah, it is. It's
And
funny.
look at this nigga Pat. All you can do is clap. That's
And
what I'm saying.
Hope these niggas get escorted off the set immediately. I think he had more jokes though.
Nah, man, this is perfect for the rookie. This is the life he's going to be living. So he better get used to being around these type of degenerates. He's going to have to, maneuver around and drink his C4.
Especially if you're in Vegas, but
He really did just put his whole vodka bottle in front of his
right in front of the bottle.
And it wasn't intentional.
Nah, I think that shit was on purpose.
Intentional.
There's a lot of table there.
There is a lot.
There's
of
plenty of table.
No, because it's more convenient. Watch play. He's about to grab it. It was just closer.
Shout out to Miko. Hey,
Sorry,
good job, Bert.
Tom, thanks, bub.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
That
Tom.
shit is
All right, sorry for
perfectly
ruining
clipped.
No, Tom, thank you, Tom.
CJ, great to meet you. C4 for life.
He had to take it and put it from
Good work, Bert.
nigga now.
That's awesome.
Hey, love you too, Bert. Thank you.
No, you're
No apologies needed.
He was like, "Oh, where's my
No
shirt? Oh, I
apologies
got it."
needed.
My
Look
drink.
good, Tom.
That shit was horrible. That's just like
And they're just like walking through the set and shit.
Yeah,
It's
that
like,
shit's
God
crazy.
damn, bro.
with no permission. They just ran on there. And
yeah,
according to Podcast Cringe, he has a theory. He think that this was like all months in the works type plan.
For them to get on there?
Yeah, because apparently there was this beef, a fake beef, that they made with the Kelsey brothers, because they also have a podcast. So they did like this weird thing to where they called out their podcast and was like, yo, let's see whose fan base can raise the most money for charity. And that was like some shit. They called Pat McAfee on that show. It was like, hey, man, we want you on our side because, you know, he's kind of friendly with both of those camps.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, side with us. So that was kind of the first domino was that, hey, let's get good with Pat. They called him on the show. They bigged him up real crazy and all that shit. And so then the product dropped. They go on there, do their thing. Woo-doo-woo.
Mayo, man.
It's all planned programming.
This is what white people are going through.
Hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised.
Meanwhile, we got black people talking about we're gonna shoot each other at the NBA All-Star game.
Yeah.
I was about to say, those just LA niggas, but not even.
Not even.
Yeah.
Not even, man.
They pieced up, though.
Jesus.
You got to give us room for reparations.
Yeah, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, man. I mean, I really don't. I've seen more of Tom Segura than Bert Kreischer. I only see bad press about Bert, though.
It's his fault.
Yeah, I only see bad press about Bert. So
what would good Bert press look like?
Him telling a joke.
Yeah, something funny, or I've never even seen the. I've never even seen the machine.
I heard it's not even. You know,
Well, I've never seen the stand-up bit because I heard it's better than the movie, regardless. So I know the movie's not fire, but I heard the stand-up bit. I never seen the stand-up.
It's eventful for sure. It's eventful.
Yeah, so-
You should watch it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
The movie or the bit?
I mean, it's pretty much synonymous with him. It's
That's all it. That's his essence.
that is him. Like
Yeah.
yeah, like the fact that I don't know that, I don't know Bert at all. Like
Yeah.
you have to know that story or
know.
hear it once
Yeah.
to know who Bert is.
This potentially fake story, and he has to take his shirt off. That's why, like when you said nobody looks more natural shirtless.
Yeah.
that's his fault though.
Yeah.
That's all he has. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't know. He's the type of nigga to shit his pants on stage and make that a joke.
You know what? That's so
So,
funny that you said that because
after that-
speaking of shirtless people, let's talk about Queenzflip.
I knew you were about to do it.
Yeah, so Queenzflip and Joe Budden have kind of been going back and forth with each other a little bit.
Because he gets shirtless?
Queenzflip definitely goes
He
shirtless
does,
quite
yeah.
often. Quite often.
But not as like
During the pod? Or just
No, he
just
did it
out
during
in
the-
ordinary.
he did it
But
during the
it
pod
is.
recently.
It
During
used
the
to be more
podcast?
automatic. It used to be more
it
automatic.
was like a standard.
Yeah, like a sitcom
Especially in
with this nigga.
sketches and shit.
All his
Oh,
skits.
for sure.
A lot of
All-
the bit was him being fat.
being
Yeah.
awkwardly built.
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
they kind of been going crazy. They kind of been taking digs at each other because Joe was pretty much like, bro, like you don't be going viral, bro. Like Mr. Viral. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. You ain't got it like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Like your skits ain't hitting like that. Like I think you lost your fucking
Your touch.
your mojo, your touch, and then
Jesus.
flips it back on him, and he's pretty much saying, "Oh, let's also make sure we say." Flip has also said Joe saying these things continuously have affected his business. And his bottom line. So that was one of the things. That was his biggest complaint.
Did he
He's
give
like-
an example?
He gave a vague example. Flip talks about these robots that he has.
That he can
a
like
lot.
see everything.
Essentially, like AI bots. I don't know, programs.
Just monitoring data for him?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Essentially,
where
yeah.
he can
That-
see like the
He's got
numbers
some
for
type
real.
of mining system. Yeah.
Essentially. So that he's saying that
Data mining.
since that's happening, his numbers have gone down. And then he also says he's messing up his relationships because when he talks to people, they're less focused on the views or the presence, the social influence that he
The impressions and all that.
They're looking at, because Joe's viralness is outweighing his content pretty much. So Joe speaking about his content, saying you ain't even got it like that no more, is more impactful right now than his overall visibility.
I was about to say, Danny made a video about this shit.
His criticism is better than his content.
Essentially. That's essentially what he's been saying. And like, bro, Flip's content is trash, bro. That's what it comes down to. Like his skits are they've never really been that good, bro. Like if we're being honest, they're always ridiculous. It's shirt off comedy. It's like
a shtick.
And when you say skit, you're talking about the ones when he's in the car, like.
Bro, I'm talking about all. I've seen
skits.
so
Just
many.
all skits.
I've seen so many levels of Queenzflip skits, and I never thought any of them were funny. I said this before on the podcast. I thought he was I liked him the most in Proper Improv under the Joe Budden Network.
Great show. They did that.
Like that was like the first time I saw Queenzflip content and was like, oh, I'm tuning in for this. Like I'm genuinely
I
tuning in
watched
for
them
this.
shits live.
Yeah, I used to watch them live. Like,
those shits were good.
Bro, I loved it, and I'm still trying to figure out. Like, I know they posted the date that season 2 is supposed to be starting. That shit needs to hurry the fuck up.
Hell
like,
yeah.
this whole thing of them arguing about who's going viral,
That would help that. You know what I'm saying?
That would immediately like
They're probably
silence
building
the-
up hype.
They might be building up
can't
hype.
go viral no
They
more.
might be building up hype. So it's
But that
it's wild.
narrative, Joe's a narrative king. Him creating that narrative, I can see how I can possibly make some shit go
It'll
left.
bite you in the ass.
Bite
Should
you,
have
yeah.
fuck around and program the algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really watched the Proper Improv. I might have to check it out because I've always
Bro, it's
seen
hilarious.
Queenzflip content when he was pissing off pedestrians.
Bro, it's like
That was the main bag that I saw from him.
Like harassing his children or something.
that's what, bro. It's like it wasn't even funny. It was like
It was just torture.
you're just willing to
Eye-catching.
do. Yeah, you're just willing to do things that the average person won't do.
And an even film.
Or even film, like
Yeah.
you're willing to take your shirt off and yell in the middle of the street or yell in the quiet wherever, the
Right.
restaurant. You like it's
It was
not,
a more
yeah.
it was a more healthier boot gang. You know what I mean? In the sense where it's just like just outdoor pranks and shit.
Sounds like a
I wonder who
Blackbird
was.
Crusher.
I wonder who was worse, low key. Like I wonder who was worse, him or Boot Gang? Because Boot Gang really that bad?
Boot gang was
Boot Gang was
terrible.
worse, bro.
Boot Gang was terrible.
That's
Boot
kinda
Gang,
easy.
Boot
Yeah, he
Gang
was
caught
bad, bro.
legal ramifications for some of the shit he was doing.
yeah.
Queenzflip
was
don't have
bad,
no
bro.
felonies, I don't believe, right?
That we know of.
That we know of.
Yeah.
What's his
And I
name
don't think
now?
they were associated with Prince
Like,
if he
Jonathan
does.
Gabbana.
Yeah, Jonathan Gabbana.
What's his name now? See, that's what's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's what his name always.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's literally always been his name.
Yeah.
He just started to use it now.
That's why he had to fucking break cash registers and jump on counters.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, to
But
fight for
yeah,
it.
bro, it's like the whole Queenzflip thing because he even did this video recently where he's like dancing in the rain, bro, and it's on
The black and white shit.
Bro, I was like,
Yeah.
I
The
didn't
joke
even-
is that he's fat. That's what the joke is. He's
that's
fat and
that's
he's wet.
the same joke in every. I'm like, this is so corny, bro. Like, I just never thought that shit was funny. It's just like he has a hard time understanding. I don't
Nigga
know.
dancing
bro.
in the rain.
I think he really. He's saying be creative. I don't think his sketches are creative.
Right.
None of his sketches are creative, like at all, bro. They're not high comedy IQ. They're just you just do ridiculous shit. I remember when he used to do the prank riding. Remember he did Taxstone? It's like, it's like, bro, everybody that he would do that with, he would be riding with them. He'd literally start punching them.
Literally, it was always some slapstick shit like,
what the fuck,
or like
bro?
he got like a pillow and he's beating the feathers off of him with his
So it wasn't even like he wasn't saying nothing funny. He's literally putting them in a dangerous situation by swerving the car, and then at the same time, he's literally punching the driver.
Literally.
It's like, what the fuck?
It's not
bro?
even like an Ashton Kutcher style of pranking to where it's like, nigga, this shit elaborate. Like, we got a premise,
you got
a
multiple
theme.
people.
Bro, it's always been that. So like, I don't know, bro. Just him trying to clap back with the whole like. Even his reply to Joe, like his shot back to Joe was like, "You go viral for talking about niggas. Do something creative." It's like, what are we talking about, nigga?
Sometimes, that's the thing with like creatives. You know, we can get caught up in our own bullshit.
Yeah,
because it's like this is creative, but it's not like the most creative things we can possibly think of.
You know what
I mean? Or the most creative shit we've ever done.
It's a creative medium, creative medium, but it's not like
it's the lowest hanging version of it.
And I think a lot of times when I hear Flip talk, he's getting caught up in like the semantics of like what being creative is. But and it's not. He's at the base level of it, of just like having a camera and like, oh, I'm doing creative shit.
It's gonna be different because I did this.
It's
this,
different
this,
because
being creative is creating.
It's different, and it's different because he's living off of it. So
that's true. That's true.
I don't want to say like ignorant perspective, but it might be a little bit because it's not a lot of it's not a lot of niggas
different.
Living off of it.
That's true.
So
that's true. Facts.
He probably has that elitist mindset, like, oh, do something creative, like niggas suck my dick. You talking about some creative,
exactly,
like
because I'm literally paying bills off of it. So
you feel me? So
whether you like it or not, it's
probably a different chip on his shoulder, which it should be, but that doesn't make his
And this only
he also got
to
fame pretty later in life.
No,
he was crazy. He's only 36.
30 is not
too crazy.
Well,
32
old,
is not
but like
old.
you got
He's only 36.
Yeah, he's 36.
I'm gonna be honest.
So
I thought he was in his 40s.
Nah, so he's been doing he's been doing content for a long time.
Like
so he's been known
29,
for, you know what I'm saying? So he ain't get it like super late or nothing.
And that's
just in comparison
your
to like
problem,
a Casanetta, like a young nigga in the game.
Yeah,
but your
that's
problem
also anomaly. We just see it a lot.
What we was talking about with LA, that's who he's been in New York. Like he's just been kind of bubbling a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
and I've been seeing him for years. I mean, and this only applies to his content, his sketches. Because Joe even had some bars for him last year. He was like, nigga, I saw you jump on everybody else's wave. You started doing the Bobby Altoff style interviews. He's like, you literally just jacking niggas interview. Like every new hot comedian thing, you literally the next or 2 weeks later, you're jacking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
being a creator
and doing your own spin to it or whatever.
Yeah.
But this has nothing to do with what I saw on Improper Improv. Nigga, Improper Improv.
That was creative.
That shit was creative.
I've only saw like various snippets of it, and what I saw was very good.
Bro, I tuned in like
it was great.
I tuned in like twice, like back to back, and I was like, oh, I'm locked in. Because it was
like
like
what it could be.
Because the first time I tuned in, he had brought somebody from the zoo there. They had all these random fucking animals. So it's like he's there, he's got the big spin wheel with different things to do. He's got the guy from the zoo pulling out snakes, having them hold things. And black people with fucking reptiles is always going to be...
It's a layup.
It's a layup. You know what I'm saying?
It's a slam dunk.
But it's like, it's interesting. That was crazy. I don't know if it's... But it's a slam dunk, long story short.
Cup, though.
Yeah, it's a slam dunk. And then the next one, I see he's dead ass serious. He's got a butt naked woman in the middle of the room. And he's got Joe, him, and Parks all drawing... the woman, and he's asking her a dead ass question. He's entered into this like serious artistic painter, and he's like, "So tell me about your life." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this is amazing.
And
bro.
the only reason it didn't continue is because it's like the contracts.
It was just business shit.
Yeah. And then they also said some of the things they were doing, the building didn't like.
Oh yeah,
that's what they were saying.
Yeah,
which I can understand.
We can definitely see that, even being there now.
Yeah, it's just like I can understand the building might have questions if they see a bunch of fucking snakes and you know what I'm saying, like
just naked women with afros.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I could see that possibly being a thing, or maybe it was like too loud or noise complaints. I don't know, but it can still be done. Long story short, whenever Improper Season 2 comes back, just that whole debate, it's just kind of weird just even watching them like go at it because
they drag it a little bit, and Flip is known for dragging that shit a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, so it'd be like, all right, it's over now.
Yeah, I'm like,
because Flip probably be trying to act like he not hurt and shit, you know, and
A
nigga
little
be
bit,
hurt.
yeah.
Joe be hurting niggas' feelings.
He does low key,
Yeah.
Well, high key, shit. Joe be hurting niggas.
Nigga be
feelings,
hurting
bro.
feelings, breaking hearts. You know what I mean? Breaking his friends' hearts, ish heart. All different types of shit.
Imani said something about Joe one time where he was saying Joe is like the person you don't know who he is for real until you realize like he's not really your friend. Like he's your friend, but
Imani said that.
it wasn't like that. The way he was trying to say it was like he said it on the pod. It was like
it
was like you don't you got to really know him to know like this is him, and you got to know that this nigga is really a dick, but that's like a part of him you don't like, but the rest of him you do. You like accept this section,
Yeah.
and you like and you
okay,
realize
okay,
that like
okay.
this shit is like. He really cares about just the business, nigga. I don't like. We're not friends. There's no permanent friends or enemies in business. We're doing it this way, and that's his stance. And this is so he'll come at you with certain shit.
Yeah,
that's like
it feels off brand, out of character.
but it's like this is you got to compartmentalize
Take
that part.
away.
Yeah,
That's just one part of him. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like it's a heavy part.
Yeah, I was about to say that's a pretty big part to slice off. You can't just lobotomize your personality.
It was something along them lines he was saying, but yeah, it seemed that way. He don't be giving a fuck.
I bet it do seem that. Yeah, he does it. He makes an easy case.
Yeah.
This nigga Joe Budden.
Of not giving a fuck.
Most interesting man in podcasting.
Yeah.
Literally. Top of the food chain currently.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Joe Budden, man. What else is with Joe Budden? Oh yeah, let's move over to. Let's just like loop all these people together, just because there's only so much we can talk about. So Joe Budden he's taking shots at a couple people and that he's just not happy with. Let's just start with Logic and then we'll transition over to Cassinet and Aiden Ross. But the whole Logic thing, I don't know how much we could talk about it just because I agree with everything that he said. I can't fucking stand Logic. So like I literally don't like Logic. You know what I'm saying? Like
You immediately agree with all criticism towards him.
not all of it, but it's like the shit that he does, it's like everything. It's like he literally uses his dad to pimp out his black struggle, bro.
Yeah, nah, that
And
shit was crazy.
It's
Yeah.
like disgusting to watch, bro.
Yeah, it's
like
nasty, bro.
And it's always been like that. And it's just like, but then Logic will he'll do like this victimhood thing too, because when he was on the Breakfast Club, it's like he's talking about things that have happened to his sister, alludes to like grape or whatever, and then Charlamagne asks him one additional question, and now all of a sudden he hates Charlamagne for the rest of his life because he was like, he asked me about who did something to my sister, but it's like, nigga, you keep talking about it. You literally have brought this up like 4 times in this interview. Do you want me to just not? Do you want me to ask about it? It's like, don't play victim after you keep throwing this shit in my face.
Okay, I mean,
it's a little touchy, but for context with that,
like, come on, nigga, like you can't do that.
You can't do. If somebody keeps bringing something up in an interview and then you just ask if you just ask a question about it, don't stop why would you keep bringing it up if you don't want me to ask about it?
And I think he alluded that it was one. I think he alluded it was one of his family members.
If you brought it up 4 times, and then
but it has nothing to do.
I didn't just come out the blue and ask you that. That's crazy.
But that is an out of the blue question.
Not if you keep bringing it up.
Not in context.
Not if you keep bringing it up and talking about it.
I can see that.
That's not a question you ask.
You don't know. It's not a good question to
Can
ask.
we agree?
But if
The context is I think he alluded.
They're having a conversation about it.
But I think he alluded to the fact that it might have been somebody in his family.
Right,
So
and
it's
he's
like,
like, who is
you
it?
kind of dance around who this
Yeah,
person is,
that's what
then
I'm
you ask the question. But
so
without that happening, it is kind of weird to just be like, who
yeah,
did
if it comes
Yeah.
out of nowhere. But
Come
I
on.
remember it came up and it made complete logical sense how we got here. It wasn't
right.
Oh, well, who did that to your sister? It wasn't that, because then it would have been like, no, but he wanted to play victim during then. Long story short, that's why I was bringing that up.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, yeah, bro, it's like Logic just like pops out with his dad, and just anytime he wants to say nigga, then he had that moment where he was like in the hallway. And he's like, Dad, you know, they say I can't say nigga all the time. I don't know, bro. I don't fuck with Logic, bro.
His dad looks pretty white from afar, too. If you squint to that nigga, he could be anybody.
Really?
You can feel that profile. His dad light
In
skin.
that interview, he is pretty light
Could
skinned.
definitely be.
They look about the same skin tone.
Could definitely be Rosa Parks' father or uncle or
Really?
something.
I thought his dad was brown skin.
No, I had the same disdain for Logic though. I feel like he tried to. I think he pimped his mom out in this interview too. But trying to appeal to the black struggle.
Apparently, this is only 4 episodes in, and this is what he's doing. This nigga's black.
He is, but he's very like. If you squint at him, that could be an old white dude that's a Steelers fan. Literally.
First of all, why does Logic look so bad right now? Like he looks like he's been beat. Like he looks
like he hasn't had no sleep.
He doesn't look
been going
healthy.
through a lot.
He's crying in the scene.
Oh yeah, that probably does add.
I cried with my dad and confronted our trauma.
Scene. That was intentional.
And first of all, let's not act like
he needs to hook up with Jada Pinkett Smith.
Nah, she might ruin his natural born life.
They might be perfect for each other.
Nah, I don't know what that combination
She gonna
would
take
do
his N-word pass away.
to the world.
Me neither, but I would love to see it.
His father is a crackhead.
Reformed.
I think he's reformed.
Yeah.
He still has the mannerisms.
Don't
but
you
he's
always
no
have
longer
crack
on the
in you?
butter. Nah, it's not like LSD.
I don't think
it
so.
doesn't just sit in your spinal cord.
Yeah.
That's only certain drugs.
That's crazy. Don't you always have crack in you?
Yeah, nah. It's
LSD.
the gift
And
that
is
keeps
that
on
LSD
giving.
or
It's with psychedelics.
You're talking about Sherm?
It's with psychedelics. I think Sherm too. I don't know.
No, PCP, nigga.
Nah, but it happens with LSD too. We
okay.
can get trapped in you.
Yeah, and then like throughout random times of your life,
You
it
just
could
have a little moment of hallucination.
it could just come out of your spine a little bit.
It's
yeah,
crazy. What a risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
mean,
watch what
depends on who
Joe
you
said
are.
about him. Let's watch. That's definitely a Chiggs video too. I don't like Logic, so
He makes it easy.
He got bars, allegedly.
No.
It's all right. His music's straight.
I'm about to say, yeah, you can't hate the music, nigga.
I don't like it. I don't love it.
I don't
I'm
love it either, but
I'm definitely playing Russ before I play fucking.
First of all,
Logic.
AJ don't need much to hate it. to hate anything.
Nope.
Yeah, that is probably crazy. I'm probably playing Russ before Logic.
Way before.
Yeah, nah. I don't even listen to Logic on accident. I just leave the room.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually played. I think I played his album one time, actually. I'm lying.
I've never listened
That's
to
because you're a black white
How
dude.
far would you be willing to go for some content? Nowadays, everybody has a podcast, from athletes to rappers, entertainers, actors, comedians. Everybody wants to sit in front of the mic and talk for hours. Now, if you guys don't know, rapper Logic has a podcast. His podcast is called Logically Speaking, and on the 4th episode, Logic decided to do something very interesting. He did a podcast episode with his dad. He does not have the best of relationships with his dad. So what better way to hash out your issues, childhood trauma, and private family conversation than to do it on your podcast in front of thousands of people? The podcast episode is titled, I Cried with My Dad and Confronted Our Trauma. Now, this was a very controversial episode. I'm sure this was what Logic wanted. A lot of people feel like this conversation should have happened in private. We, the public, do not need to know this much in depth about your family issues. Now, Joe Budden, who hates Logic's guts, from day one, Joe has made it clear that his hate for Logic would never go away. He feels like Logic has a huge identity crisis. With him being biracial, he's not comfortable with himself. So for that, anytime Logic's name comes up in the news or anything Logic does, Joe always criticizes it. So you guys already knew with this Logic interview with his dad, Joe was definitely gonna have a field day with this one. Here's what Joe Budden had to say about Logic's interview with his dad.
He's exploiting his dad.
Oh, okay.
And embarrassing his dad. And hating his dad. Logic sat down and interviewed with his dad. I hate Logic.
Well, we know that.
I absolutely hate Logic. But I wasn't trying to let my hate for Logic come in here and make me not try to be objective with this interview. As a dude, as a man with a dad that I love.
Me too.
I can't watch somebody speak to their dad in the manner that Logic spoke to his.
For real.
And I
Talk
can't-
down to him? Like it was that bad?
That's what it sounded like. I didn't even know who it
That's what he
was.
did.
That was what
That's
made
what he
me
did.
think.
So he was talking down
He
at him.
spoke down.
When I heard
He
it.
spoke down as far. I wouldn't speak to my dad like that in real life, and I would never fix my lips on camera,
On a public forum.
even if it was valid, even
Right,
if
right.
it's true.
Not on- you don't do that
You
on
don't do
camera.
that on camera. That nigga spoke to his father like
He was some dude.
Yo, yeah,
Your
yeah.
bum ass
Like
out
you
of
ain't been there. Like every time you pop up, you asking for some shit. And keep it real, pop. Like tell him why I ain't been giving you shit. None of y'all know what to do with
so
shit.
in the,
so
Is his dad named Smokey Hall?
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think
legendary crackhead name. You gotta earn that type of shit.
Yeah, because I don't think his dad's on drugs currently, right?
No, but he was on crack.
But he was talking to him like he was high in that moment.
In that moment,
like,
yeah.
He was talking crazy to his dad.
Yeah, because who knows how much trauma his dad has caused him. Like, nigga, your father's on crack, and your mother is calling you the hard R, which is a whole another story.
Allegedly.
Oh, yeah.
That's on logically speaking.
But I don't believe that should happen. I think this is all bullshit.
You don't believe that.
Yeah,
nigga telling you.
say that.
The nigga telling you his mother called him the hard R, and
Why
you
would
don't
she
believe
say
it.
that? He don't even look like it.
I think it's a generational thing though, because like we are some of the last AJ in that generation where it's like the regard for your parents were high. Like fucking kids and people they don't give a fuck about that shit.
Y'all be talking crazy to your parents?
I wouldn't say I talk crazy to my mom, but I definitely had a spirit of like, I'm not going for that shit.
Nah,
to a certain degree.
I'd say it's pretty regular.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing, it's like too crazy.
Do you curse in front of your parents?
Currently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Lightly.
Nah.
Yeah, mine is very light.
Only
Very
time
light.
Like nobody's a bitch, but
Very
I'll be
light.
like, damn, or nigga. I've been saying nigga since I was 16. That's different.
Only
that's not even a curse word.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't even let those off though.
Yeah, very rarely. I could probably remember the last time I cursed in front of my mom,
Probably let
and it was when that bitch stole our tags, and I called her a bitch.
Oh,
we gonna get that bitch.
I probably let one curse word off an hour around my mom.
But do your parents curse around you?
Nope. My mom doesn't really curse.
Okay, see, now it's
neither
different.
does my dad either.
My mom
So that is
curses like
different.
me.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't. That's different then.
See, and my mom.
Your mom cursed like a nigga.
My dad don't curse at all. But my mom curses.
She raised a nigga.
Yeah, she curses with me, but not a lot. But we joke when we're cursing. Like we'll
It's
joke
a-
about somebody else or
it's
a
a joke
movie
and tied
or
to it.
something. Yeah, and it's tied to it.
It's not just casual
Yeah, it
conversation.
ain't just casual
And the
convo
cussing
talk.
is more like a shit. Like it's
Yeah,
words like
yeah.
that, not like
Yeah.
a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
like all the.
It ain't never
aggressive
like
one.
it's never directed at them in conversation I'm having with them. Like this nigga Logic was doing. Like
But
that
you-
shit was fucked up, Dad. Like I would never even say it in that way, even if it was fucked up.
But you've never-
Like, I'd be
He
like,
said even if it was really, really fucked up.
Yeah, I would be like, this is the problem I have with what's going on, pops.
But
you know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
got,
it'd be,
but you
I
gotta
don't know.
understand, the woman that he married was calling him the hard R while he was on crack. That was his life, allegedly.
I feel it.
So it's like how he's talking to him is pretty fucking deserved. Like, nigga, you was on crack.
You know what it is too.
And
I get your point though. You gotta do
when
it.
he was talking about like him asking for money, allegedly the nigga had asked him for like $850,000.
Yeah. For
We
a
talked
house
about
in
on
the
LOY the
studio.
show,
Yeah.
and so the nigga was like, 850, what the fuck? Like, nigga, we can make a album and I could give you some publishing.
Yeah.
So that's what they ended up doing, and I think this is a part of their agreement of like, all right, I'm not gonna give you money, but we can do things together, and this might be like, all right, you want my money? Like, I'm gonna tell the world you're a piece of shit. I'm gonna cry in front of the world with you.
That's fucked up.
That's the
That's
thing.
the thing too. It's just like there's a
front of
couple
the
things,
camera.
man. It's just like anytime we see Logic dealing with any black anything,
It's his father.
It's using his dad to just like
He's black.
yeah, but it's like he needs his dad there.
You want to know what's
Owes his
crazy?
dad
You want to know what's crazy?
$850,000.
If Logic was actually like his pigment was black, we would call him a pussy. We would call him soft in hip hop.
If he was still doing this,
If he was
now.
like actual black skin
So
tone,
what are
he
people
would be a
calling him
pussy.
now?
He's a bitch now.
Nah, he's
damn.
not.
He used a hard beat.
yeah,
He said that, he wouldn't even say that around his mom. He used it on Logic.
yeah.
Niggas really, what that mean? Niggas really wouldn't. But nah, man, I don't think. Nah, man, I think this is well deserved. And
I think Logic's a fucking clown. Bro,
Yeah, I
honestly.
think it'd be better off for him if he was of a darker pigment.
I don't think any of that will help. That's another thing too, bro. Some of these niggas when they're healing, we don't want to see you healing in public, bro. Especially because it's
don't
like,
watch it.
huh?
So don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
That is fair though.
He's going viral
That is
like
fair.
a motherfucker.
We
I
do
know
have the
what-
choice to not watch it.
I know. I mean,
That's always
it ended up on my timeline. Just like I didn't
but-
want to see his Ice Cube's "Today's a Good Day." The shit ended up on my timeline.
But
Like,
this, I mean, look, man, it's a tricky thing, right? Because it's
I'm not going to the YouTube. Like I literally am not watching his podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like
just everywhere.
You don't
just-
even want to support it.
Yeah, it's just everywhere. It's like you can't avoid clips. Like I'm not deep diving. I don't give a fuck about his trauma. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I can understand everybody's been through something, but if you want to do fucking like shitting on people rituals, and it'd be one thing if like this was a consistent thing, but you only do it. It's just like some. Just
I guess
weird
I also want to
black
hear the
people
stories
shit.
that it directly like from the crack stuff. Like, what did his pops do after? Like, how was the interaction?
I think his pops was just absent on crack.
Just absent on crack.
So his life was just hell because he was absent on
because
crack.
he didn't have his pops around.
Pretty much, he wasn't.
But
there.
that's better than having a crackhead dad.
That was like active.
That's
but
active.
like on
Actively in your life, fucking you up.
Yeah, I don't think it was that. It was his absentness was because of the crack. Yeah.
How long do you go before you remove like the pain and the like? If you're trying to mend a relationship with your pops, how long does it take for you to like mend it?
It depends on what's done.
I don't want to see that shit in public.
And that's another thing. You got to do that shit privately, and then like come and reflect on that shit later once you figured it out.
But just I think all of that did happen. But this is how much logic is hurting.
But this seems like this conversation should have happened before. The way he talks about
It
this,
feels like it's the first time.
So
This
it's like,
is literally the first time.
On one of the first
It's
time.
like, why bring this now in front of everybody for the very first time if I'm just really trying to have a hash it out with my pops? I mean, I guess that would, yeah.
You get your
To
own
see
point.
black-
It goes both ways. Like it's all within the perspective, right? And a big part to what you said, he does need to like actually sit down and like, all right, nigga, we need to hear like some lone, cold, nice, like, you know, saying you didn't have no heat or something, like you was hungry, starving. But
he's scratching for credibility. That's all this is.
You know what else it is
feels
too?
like.
It's like, you know what else it is too, bro? It's like Logic. I have a problem with all these niggas. These therapy healing niggas. They be having the worst fucking demons, bro. This obviously sounds like they need a third party that's an actual licensed practitioner, like
therapist.
Yeah, like you out here just issuing up your own version of therapy. Which is you shitting on your dad in the public eye, like, you know what I'm saying?
He don't even talk like he's therapized. Like, you know how they get an updated vernacular?
And let's be honest. His father didn't even seem like he felt disrespected. He was actually listening. His father was like,
I don't think he gave a fuck.
Yeah, I don't think it's
because he's like, I'm getting his money at the end of this conversation.
I think at the end of the day, it was worth it. All the fun he had smoking that crack, not raising this nigga.
Yeah, man, I had a millionaire son. I'm still up, bro. Like,
Look where he's at. He's in full Pittsburgh attire. He probably had season tickets.
With an overfitted, fitted, like a crackhead.
Man, nah.
I bet if Logic heard you like disrespecting his father, he probably wouldn't care.
Oh no,
he disrespected him for an hour and 10 minutes.
But it honestly, I mean, I don't know. I need to sit down and watch the full thing. I've only watched the couple clips. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, you gotta watch this.
Nigga said he knows
you
exactly
might heal
what
some
he's not
things
doing.
from your family that you didn't even know was supposed to be healed.
Hard pass.
Hard pass. Nah, this isn't gonna help you get closer to your crackhead father. I think these niggas
my
aren't
dad's
even
not a
close
crackhead
enough.
either, so I can't even relate to this story.
So why you hating on it?
Because it's fucked up to watch. This is objectively fucked up to do this to your parent in public.
Yeah, this is exploitive behavior. That man was sick.
Yeah. And you love to rope the black community into your fucking exploitive behavior every time your dad's on screen.
Okay, well, my nigga, I don't want to get in this conversation, but like we could bring up more. We could bring up a couple like different white niggas
That
who's
are
like
also
exploiting niggas, but completely different.
Am I supposed to be okay with that? I'd put them all
How
in
is
bed.
Logic
Those are all bad.
exploiting? What does Logic gain from telling the world that his father was a crackhead?
Publicity.
Publicity.
Yeah.
He's
Sympathy.
white. He's
Yeah.
white skinned. It's not much he has to do for publicity and rap. All he has to do is show the cover art. White people go, oh, wow, Logic's dropping the album. He's white, and they're gonna buy it.
Not for
That's
black people
that's
to
literally
care.
all his fan base
Not
does.
for black people to
So
care.
It's black
he's
acceptance.
he's not gaining anything but social awareness for crackhead fathers around the world.
First of all, when's the last time that we've had any discussion to any degree about Logic? I don't even know. It's probably been years. It wasn't until he exploded his
I remember.
crackhead father.
I think Logic was the first to sign a big Twitch deal, and I thought we never were gonna have to deal with him again. And now this nigga just popping up and getting on our nerves.
You hear the word, the way he worded it, it sounds like he's allergic to him.
Yeah,
but
bro.
that's what it is, though.
Yeah, bro. It's like
So I thought we
fuck.
was never going to have to worry about this shit again.
Bro, I remember he was like the first person to sign a big Twitch deal. This was years ago, and it was like a huge deal.
Yeah.
And niggas, it was like early to where niggas was like, what the fuck is Twitch? He said he retired too around that time. Yeah, he said he retired from music too. So I was like, oh, we'll never have to deal with him again. Then he started popping up again, and he was in some fucking random alleyway with his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dad, they said I can't say nigga, but you black, so you know how I do all the time, nigga. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what is happening right now?
And you know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
They was in the alleyway. His dad was probably smoking crack.
It was some
He
weird
knocked the pipe out his hands real quick just to get a little
It's like he calls his dad like, I want to say nigga real quick. Come over to my house. Like, fucking weirdo.
Yeah, nah, that's strange.
I don't like logic.
It's very strange. And I don't know, I feel like just based off the way this is looking right here, it looked like his dad smacked the shit out of him after this podcast, and it would be reasonable. Because you don't do that. Man. You don't do that to your parents. This nigga raised you.
I don't think he raised him, actually.
Nah, I'm
but
high and sleep deprived, but I don't know. His father was on crack. It's like I think you should be able to shit on your crackhead fathers. I don't know.
Potentially.
If you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to. You know what I'm saying?
And then we get the shit on him.
Exactly. It's the fucking nature.
If I fuck around and get rich as fuck, I'm about to just like start hanging out with Logic's dad, bro.
Use that nigga like how whatchamacallit using Crip Mac. Yeah.
Yep.
Take that nigga on.
Just piss
Just go
Logic.
to random activities.
Just piss Logic the fuck off.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna go to baseball games, do all the shit Logic. Do all the shit Logic wish his dad did with him.
Literally.
That's crazy.
Agent gonna get pushed on the swing.
Yep.
And he's gonna be happy because he has a black son. Finally, I gotta.
Yeah. Oh God. All right. I mean, we were gonna transition into Joe taking shots at Kai, and should we talk about that or just go into office hours?
We'll
just keep it all in here.
You can't. I think yeah. Ugh. Did we hit the bell? I think it's interesting.
Introduce
like the whole Joe Budden and like Aiden beef, but like as
And
far
Kai.
as and Kai, but as far as like who said who first, Joe Budden has spoke with Kai names first.
Oh, every time.
And then
every time.
And then Aiden,
every time.
in white man fashion, kind of roped himself into it, tried to get himself a little bit, even though his name was mentioned a little bit
Yes,
too.
yeah, he did. He did kind of attach himself to it.
But isn't it weird how what?
No, but this time was a little different though, because even though Joe Budden kind of dissed Kai first, Kai put his name out there when he started talking shit about Killer Mike.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, right,
Yeah.
like, all right, you can have an opinion, but you can't hide behind the fact that you just leave people alone, that you mind you in your own lane and mind your business every time somebody has something to say about what you said.
Yeah.
Because he plays that card a lot
He
where it's
does.
like, nigga, I don't bother nobody.
And you talking about
but
Kai,
it's like,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and it's
He
one
does
of those
play that a lot, yeah.
The nigga and it's
And he's right some of the time, but this is one of them instances where it's like, nah, nigga, you put your name out there.
Because he didn't say nothing crazy about Killer Mike, but he was like, I have no idea who this man is, but, you know, like, how the fuck did he win?
And
over
it's like, if you
Utopia?
don't know who Killer Mike is, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you're stupid. How you don't know who Killer Mike is?
That's pretty much what he said. He was like, it's my fault that I didn't do research, but he was pretty much saying, I have an opinion. But honestly, he got
He
mad
does.
that it's honestly when Joe has says something about his opinion, especially with music. But it's the thing, if you have a music opinion, expect Joe Budden to have an opinion about your opinion.
Yeah, facts.
It's pretty
especially
obvious.
if you're
It's
in the
just
hip,
what it is.
especially if you're in the hip hop lane.
That's it, bro.
Because you know Joe,
That's his lane.
Joe has high standards,
And that's his
for
lane.
everybody.
And his high standards is commonly agreed upon by most people, which is why people like Drake get bothered when Joe Budden says, I don't like something that you
And
did.
he probably senses a little bit of like privilege that Kai walks around with, just a little bit. You know what I mean? With what you said, like he's always like throwing mini rocks, kind of hiding his hand and shit.
Kai.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. I think Kai just wants to be left alone by like the older niggas who don't like streaming niggas, but it's just what's gonna happen. Like,
especially when you have those opinions.
it's just
Especially when you have those opinions.
Yeah.
That's what's par for the course.
And it's like the idea of being that big and being left alone.
It's impossible.
It's kind of crazy.
Sounds soft, nigga.
Yeah, literally.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? That's
yeah,
what I
bro.
thought. I was like, What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like
leave me
that.
alone,
that
bro.
should never come out your mouth.
Yeah, that shouldn't
You know
even
what
be
I
a
mean?
conversation.
You being that big.
And I do find it. I mean, Joe. I mean, his opinion on Kai. Yo, shut the fuck up. It was, it's out of control. It's out of.
He's performing it for sure.
Yeah, they're both performing though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does Joe believe
It was entertaining though.
Does Joe believe his performance a little bit more than Kai does?
Absolutely.
For sure.
I think there's a little bit more pride in that performance.
Yeah.
One of them's a little more passionate.
Kai, you could tell Kai hit the sound effects.
Yeah.
And then was like, what the fuck is that? Kai is clearly more into character than Joe is just straight up saying.
Based in truth.
You niggas shut the fuck up. You know what I'm
Joe
saying?
actually spoke his mind.
So yeah, I can understand that, but I don't know, bro. You gotta look at when Joe loses his mind as a funny moment and just
Hilarious.
And just take it as that, bro. Don't get upset. Don't say don't talk about me. You know.
When anybody talks about you.
Yeah.
Kai said I can buy you to Joe.
I think Aiden said the same thing too. It's kind of crazy, right? Like
Aiden said, bro, we'll make more money than you can ever wrap your mind around, like, or some shit like that, pretty much.
Yeah.
But Kai was like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? I will buy you, bro.
And they're auctioning you off.
And it's crazy because it's like, yeah, $47
Aiden Ross'
million.
net worth is $47 million, as per Forbes.
And it's one of those things
that's
using
just a
money,
rough estimate.
using money as your
He's got
crutch.
equity and kick too.
Fast.
Yeah, using money as your crutch is never gonna give you the W.
I did think that was weird that they both pretty much
Like I'll buy you.
They pretty much both went money route. You know what I'm saying? That was going money route is the first route as a clapback. It's just
big.
It's naive.
It's always the worst
Big L.
clapback. It's just
It's
naive.
just it's almost sad. You know what I mean?
Because
Like
we already
like
yes,
this
we
is
know these
the
niggas
fact
make
that
a lot
this
of
is
money.
the fact that this is Joe Budden we're talking about, and you thought about like money. Like, do you know he doesn't know who Joe Budden is?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things to talk about with this
Bro,
nigga.
yeah, he
like,
coulda- he coulda
you
got
could talk
so
about
creative.
the drugs. You could talk about the legs. You could talk about so many different things.
If you want to go there.
If you want to go
If
there.
you want to spar, you have
You wanna
material.
spar.
Yeah.
You have a lot of material. I didn't think about that. That's a fact.
But
There's a lot
at
of
the
it.
same time, this could be, just some banter, Kai playing into it. Like, nigga, I'll
And
buy
Kai,
it.
and I think Kai is still on that leave me alone. Because Kai doesn't go back and forth with anybody.
Nah, he's not trying to.
I
Yeah.
don't know how many people really.
He's trying to talk to him and his 12-year-olds, nigga. Him,
like,
nobody else.
I don't,
He's in
I
his
don't
own
know
little
anybody
world.
that's. I don't know anybody else who was actually taking a shot at Kai though.
Not like for real. Don't feel that
I'm
way.
sure Joe's the only one.
Nobody,
because
because nobody's really taking a shot at Kai.
Elliot might have typed up a tweet and then just deleted that shit.
Or put it in
But-
drafts or something like that. Oh yeah, that's
Elliot
right.
did.
Elliot
did.
Elliot definitely did.
He did.
With
He
the whole you're
apologized to his family.
visiting these people
Yeah.
instead of coming to hip hop
yeah.
platforms. So yeah, Elliot has. That's right.
Somebody else has too. There's a few people who have actually.
Yeah.
Pretty much the old niggas.
It is mostly.
Bro, we're not even, bro. It's like that's just what's gonna happen, bro. These niggas hated us.
Yeah.
Par for the course.
Yeah, we're not even. We're closer to age than them.
Yeah.
To them than you are. You know what I'm saying? They hate us too, nigga. They only got us. They only got us by 10 years, nigga. They got you by like 20.
Facts.
They hate us too. A certain number of them have definitely hated us too. It's just what it is, bro. It's whatever.
Yeah,
Joe
man.
fucks with us though, so.
Yeah, that we know of, nigga.
That we know
But
of.
then
We
we
know
know it's
of.
like, who knows, nigga? Like, who fucking knows? Hey,
Right.
shit is kosher now, though. Hey, shout out Joe.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll end it too. I'll end it before he does. Nigga, fuck the friendship. Fuck all this shit, nigga.
Yeah, man, nigga kick his back in and send him a DM and say I fuck with you, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Fuck it, man. Joe is okay with shit like that.
Fuck him.
Cause he gonna kick your back in, you can kick his back in. He's
Hell yeah.
he don't hate you as a person. He just hates your opinion. That's all.
Facts. That's it. That's
Come
it.
on, man.
He knows
Like
how to
your word
categorize
choice.
that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it, bro.
Goodness
But yeah,
gracious.
that's it for that. Let's jump into the office hours because all the office hours are fucking elaborate.
Shit. Fucking elaborate.
Bro, they're all
Yeah,
paragraphs.
yeah. I
Every single one
do.
of
I
them.
do remember commenting. Great question under this one. That shit was like,
It was the
what
one.
podcast would you rather be on?
Yeah, which one was that? Let me see.
Shout out to that nigga. Yeah, and
I remember
office
we read
hours
that
is
one.
an
That was,
important and a very integral part of the show where we kind of get to interact with you guys, you know what I mean? Become a little bit more personal, one-to-one, you know what I mean? Hashtag office hours, any questions or concerns regarding, podcasting or, really anything. Just comment down below. We're going to handle it.
It's intimate time with your professors. You had some question on the homework that was assigned. Office hours.
Yeah.
You got a problem with another student in class? Guidance counselor.
And if you're watching this, preparing for Valentine's Day, don't forget to tune into LOI, the show. You know what I mean? We're talking about a lot of love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, love and positions, I guess.
Yeah, tough love, hymens.
That's where it's gonna go.
Oh,
But literally, it's like I can't even pause it.
Yeah.
Wait till you see it.
Oh, y'all talked about me?
Huh?
Y'all talked about me? I need to watch it.
Nah, it's happening next week.
Oh.
I think near the end we got
that. Yeah.
I think we did bring you up. Start talking about competition. You was probably like the slowest. We probably was talking about racing. I think we was talking about racing.
But next week, though, I know what you're talking about next week.
Whoever can jump the highest, who knows?
What's happening next week? Well, y'all tell me later.
Yeah.
Shit, I missed this one.
We all know who can jump the highest.
All right, yeah, go ahead, pull one up and
Logic's crackhead father.
Go ahead, pull one up and read it. I'm adding some that I didn't even realize were missing.
Logic father can jump the highest.
Yeah.
He definitely can.
Good God. All right.
Yeah.
The gang was cooking on this one. Hashtag Spotify gang.
Yeah.
I think Tone Groove had the best stand-up special. J Noble overthinks and AJ is overconfident. God damn. White Jam or White Man, I'm pretty sure he believes, probably would be the second best. Whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So you don't know comedy.
But he does.
No, you don't even know us.
He knows comedy.
You don't even know us.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that was pretty accurate.
You think so?
I do.
No.
I don't have comedy goals. I just think I could do it, and I think I could do it at a decent level. I don't think I'd be the funniest nigga in the world. Like I wouldn't be chasing no Dave Chappelle dream, but I don't think it'd be terrible. I'd be like Childish Gambino.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I think you would be the best. You overthink it, I think, and I think Lawrence would be the second best.
Oh, well, I appreciate the compliment. I don't think he would overthink it. I have faith in my friend's funny.
Overthink, like they don't even.
Yeah, that's
what are they talking about? But whatever.
And he watches LOY.
All I hear is a bunch of. I hear two niggas. Who
I mean,
got on
I agree with
right
this
now.
too. So that's just
Y'all should, but I mean,
I agree with it because I'm first, and I just say
which is
I agree with it because I'm objective. That's why I agree with it.
Okay, well that's fair. But
good God.
Hashtag office hours, the documentary, The Greatest Night in Pop. Oh, I saw this coming out and I saved this shit because I wanted to watch it. But covering the night where We Are the World was pretty dope. I hope you know what We Are the World is because one of my homies swears he never heard it and he's almost 30. What artists would y'all have done? What shit? I can't read. What artists would y'all have do modern version? No, he fucked it up. We Are the World. Example, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Usher, Justin Bieber. I did see that documentary on Netflix, and I was putting it in my watch later because I was like, that's probably going to be
You kind of have to watch that.
Yeah,
it's almost like the Kanye documentary.
It's an iconic moment.
No, didn't get to watch it yet. Yes, I will. I'll talk about it probably. We'll bring it up next episode just for you, MP. But
artists for a modern version?
Shit, nigga.
Artists for a modern village. That's a really hard question to answer, honestly. Y'all
Snoop Dogg.
We Are the World.
Kendrick
you got to have
Lamar.
strong singers on there.
Yeah, I'm thinking of rap version.
Yeah. You have to have strong singers.
I mean, I guess
it would be our version.
He pretty much did it. Like Taylor Swift would be on there.
Taylor Swift would definitely be on there.
I feel like Usher right now would be on there. Given his resume and all that shit.
Hey man,
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real
performance.
too, bro. Like, We Are the World is not a song that like niggas was like playing.
Nah, not really.
Like casually. That was literally just to like try to stop world hunger. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That was for Africa.
It was
that wasn't for us.
Yeah, it wasn't when niggas were, like people weren't riding down the street playing We Are the World.
Yeah.
Like, so it's kind of hard for me to even wrap my mind around how I would make the best We Are the World because
it was just an ad that just so happened to be a song. You know what I
pretty
mean?
much.
Yeah,
It was
essentially. That had a lot of celebrity power. It was
a
rare to
world
see
song.
a lineup like that.
Yeah, it was a world song. That was not to be just riding down the street playing.
Yeah, that shit was a marketing ploy, nigga.
Yeah, essentially. That's all it was. That's all it was.
It's like an actual, song. But if he's over 30 and he doesn't know We Are the World, that's. But shout out Chris Rowe.
Okay.
This nigga look. Hey fellas, hashtag office hours. This is a lengthy question, so please bear with me.
That's the wrong type of bear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? B-A-R-E?
It's supposed to be B-A-R, yeah.
Retarded. On the recent episode of Flagrant, Russ mentioned hip-hop fans are always looking for a new perspective in music. For example, we heard the drug dealer's perspective, Hove, the Crash Out, DMX, the Loverboy, Drake, and most recently we're getting the strippers / thought perspective, Suki, Sexy Red, Miami, all those hoes. He thinks next we're going to the crackhead perspective. Okay. Now put the above in the podcast world. What's a perspective / style podcast we haven't heard yet that could blow up?
Is there a Fiend podcast?
Is there more?
Yes, it is.
That's it.
And that's called Soft White
This
Underbelly.
was a really good
Not a
question.
podcast.
It is.
Soft White Underbelly's podcast?
It can be. Fuck it.
It could be. Bro, if they literally upload to Apple Podcasts, which they can, it's a podcast.
But are they doing that?
I don't know, honestly. I can look.
No, let's be honest, no. But
So no,
that
it's
is
not
that is a question. Why the fuck isn't Mark doing that?
I don't know.
But
Mark isn't enough for money.
I mean, what's a style? I mean, right now
we've heard
it's
from
so many.
Horse.
It's so many different styles. Like it's basketball. Shout out to Paul George. It's some football.
It is on there.
We got
pretty much every profession.
But the question is, what perspective style podcast we haven't heard yet? You think that could blow up?
But that I'm naming all the ones that
they
are
have.
just to kind of you know.
Because we've heard from every pretty much legal perspective. Like there's lawyer podcast, there's doctor podcast, the dentist podcast,
Self-help, comedy.
all that. Fiend, who's a Fiend podcast? Like where do crackheads go on microphones and
They have
just show
stripper
crackheads?
podcasts now too, because a lot
have-
of the OnlyFans are, like
What's the whatever podcast?
See, but that's whores and thought podcast, and they
we have that too though.
Yeah.
So it's
have
like-
you ever heard like a inside the school like teacher podcast where it's like
There's a teacher
There is a
podcast.
teacher podcast.
where
be
they talk
coming
about
up
the
on
behinds and shit?
It'd be
behind the
just
scenes?
like teachers talking to other
about
teachers.
Nigga, there's a podcast about Ned Declassified. Have y'all seen that shit?
Yeah, she's
Where-
pregnant.
Yeah, by the nigga. What?
Yeah, Ned. Yeah, he knocked her
That's
up.
real life.
Yeah, that's real life.
And ironically, she was the nigga who took his virginity.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of
Turned
crazy.
the nigga out.
Apparently,
got
she
him
fucked
pregnant.
the whole crew back
Yeah,
then.
she was
outside- she was out there.
Nick.
Yeah.
I would have loved nigga. Hey, I always knew I felt something. That bitch.
But I mean, essentially, like
nigga, everything.
you are watching a podcast about podcasts. So I don't think there's many perspectives and styles we haven't heard from, nigga.
Yeah, like
what we're
This is a good
doing
question.
right now is
a form of that.
One of the things that has not really been done.
Yeah, podcasters.
And we haven't even blown this up yet.
Yeah.
Y'all like
Right.
us. Y'all like us, but it's not a hit podcast yet. Which is why we need y'all to help us make sure you run up the audio numbers and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But we have a goal that we're trying to hit by the summer.
And we're gonna do our part by bringing you fabulous content.
I was just about to say we're gonna do our job as professionals.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's accountability.
I'm not gonna. Yeah.
But I can't even. This question is too good.
Yeah,
and
it's
I think that
fine.
was the purpose of the question. Is facetious.
Yeah.
Like it's so many podcasts.
I mean, I don't want to do what we did during the yearly wrap up and say us podcast about podcasts, even though they got legit.
It fits with the
legit.
framework.
This is like the only thing that I could think of right now because it's like they got fiend, hoe, lawyer, mental health, medical. I mean, there's every
Clowns,
genre.
comedy,
financial.
Not even just
financial.
comedy podcasts. They have podcasts for comedians, like trying to get better at comedy.
Yeah, so it's like there's literally so many levels that are already they're done.
What about like the busboy podcast? Niggas that work as like a
Like the
busboy.
But
restaurant
that's just a
industry?
working common man. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure there's some type of podcast.
Some blue collar
And like
podcast.
restaurant industry,
Yeah.
I'm sure they
restaurant
do.
shit.
It's probably a podcast on the
LOI is a
oil
blue
rig
collar
right
podcast.
now.
You said what?
We used to be until you sold
Wait,
out.
what'd you say?
Hell no.
But there's probably a podcast happening on an oil rig right now, just
Yeah.
about
Oh,
that
for
life.
sure.
Yeah, I could have.
Trucker
I could have
podcast.
sworn I saw a podcast of like tattoo artists,
Oh,
they
I'm
got
sure
a
they
bunch
got
of those.
podcasts.
Yeah,
and
they
that's
got a bunch
that's
of
probably
those.
obvious.
Yeah,
but like,
Yeah.
But I
Yeah,
wouldn't be
man.
surprised. Yeah.
I mean, podcasting is just a new medium, so it's like whatever there is to talk about, it's gonna be that to talk about. You can just find what you want, get your fix.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I
know,
don't know. Oh, that's a good question.
I'm gonna come back to that. It's
Damn, I might. Did that stump us? Anybody get an answer?
Not necessarily, because I feel like we do fit. I do feel like we do fit.
can't say ourselves.
Because
It's a little thing.
but it is honest.
Shut up.
Hashtag office hours. Did you guys know or hear about the beef between PNS and the Ninoverse? Just curious on some real YouTube beef, apparently, allegedly.
No, I have no idea what any of those
Yeah, I'm about to say, I don't.
I'm
a boomer.
Nigga. PNS.
Yeah, what is that? Can you Google it? PNS and Ninoverse? We never heard of either of those, so.
I want to put on YouTube almost.
Yeah, he
turn
said,
your VPN
he
on.
said it is YouTube beef.
Ninoverse.
I don't know what
No,
that is.
P and N.
P and S and the Ninoverse. This sounds like a cartoon.
Sound like Ben 10.
Ninoverse do beef.
Yeah.
Is it a product?
Yeah, that look like some sort of car wash product.
The Ninoverse. So FYBG main.
Go to the page. So he does
Smack
content
said
review.
that.
I thought.
You good. So he does content reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Same shit.
What he got?
Let's go to the videos.
Wait, go to that. Click.
Shout out the Ninoverse.
Is this kind of like point and shoot? Not kind of like, I don't want to downgrade what point and shoot does.
We in the same,
but
for lack of better terms,
Not be downgrade.
Yeah, we in the same space, or they in the same space.
Just click that one. Just see what that one says. Because
I was
it's
about
like
to say.
Ish is on the screen, but it's got a China Mac thumbnail. I'm confused as hell.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do those two go together at all?
We might be missing something. Is that Nino?
Or we just got clickbaited.
I'm about to find out.
China Mac, you want to call this child molester? I have you butt by the grips.
What?
Your eyes already slanted. Your eyes already like this. Boy, when that mace hits you, them nah, just don't blink and be shut.
That's got to be racist. There's no way.
I got a dog inside of me, boy.
I got that dog in me, boy. Wait a minute.
I wouldn't give a I call you or what.
My cousin is Nipsey motherfucking Hussle. You got me up. I'm gonna hit your mama with it. All y'all little old Chinese.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What's happening, guys?
Yeah. So we need you to follow up with a hashtag and tell us what are we watching right now? Like,
Are we
skip skip some time and see if something changes.
Nigga, are we watching you? Is this your dummy account? What if this is just some
might have
big
got
ass
us.
ad?
Be safe out here. You wouldn't leave the house without your
Man,
birthday.
this
Don't
nigga
get on
just-
the internet without your
talking.
NordVPN.
Oh, this
You already
is
know what it is. Let's go ahead and get into it.
What's that for?
As you seen at the beginning of the video, your boy China Mac is no stranger to beefing with people on the internet.
Hey, yo, Charleston White, suck my dick. Fuck you talking about.
And so I wasn't surprised when I seen him go to Adam22. I don't know if y'all was, but if you follow me on IG at the Ninoverse, then you already know and you seen me post that C-Mac and China Mac not working together no more. All right, they parted ways in their little business arrangement. You know what I'm saying?
oh my God.
I knew it was coming. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out the Ninoverse.
Shout
Seem to
out.
be doing your thing over there,
But
brother.
I think that nigga is supposed to be beefing with PNS, but we don't know who PNS is.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. I feel like, and I don't even feel like
I
that's
feel like
their
that's
real
hard
name.
to look up.
Yeah, I don't even feel like that's their real name. Like, I feel like
It's
like-
that's just the initials or
that's-
whatever it is.
Yeah, that's just what the people who. Oh, here it is. Well, maybe not.
Stand correct.
PNS podcast.
Those are white men. If he's beefing with them, that would be fantastic.
He's gonna get arrested for sure. He's getting life. He's beefing with these niggas.
Oh
Fuck
my
outta here.
God! Yeah, these look like fathers and fucking husbands.
I'm about to say maybe the brown paper
doing a
bag.
podcast
that's
in their
different.
fucking kitchens
yeah,
and
that's
shit.
different. They do got a bunch of guns.
Yeah, I was
back
about to
here,
say
too,
these
so I don't
are
know if-
amendment reading motherfuckers. Right
Yeah,
there.
I don't know if you would want to fuck with
This
these
nigga has
niggas anyway.
an armory.
You don't want to beef with these.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to spell it out a little bit more for us because we're not tapped in enough to know what PNS is.
It's probably something we know too. I'm gonna be tight when I figure out what it
I
is.
like how you ended
Point and
that.
shoot.
Yeah, there
Fucking
it is.
idiot.
There it is.
I
Yeah.
said point and shoot.
I knew it was some shit like that.
I said point and shoot.
point
Like
and
it's
shoot.
just
That's why I was like, I know he's not.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But it's like, but
So they have a real beef now.
nobody calls him PNS. It's not like he dropped
nah.
it like it was just an acronym that niggas
Most people
use.
say the sheriff. If you said the sheriff, I would have known who you were talking about.
God damn, that took us like 15 minutes to figure out.
That's crazy. And I said, oh, is this like point and shoot?
Right. Yeah.
But I don't know. Mike Winters.
That's still in the air.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, nah, man. Random white dudes just keep popping up.
Yeah. What was the next one?
Yeah,
the next office hours.
Damn, this one's going on. Hashtag office hours. Is there really no other woman better than Melissa Ford available for the same price on the JP podcast? Her voice seems worthless at this point on the JB podcast. She doesn't seem to have the confidence to stand on anything. She often answers questions directed at her with questions directed at others. To be honest, she just ain't entertaining, like at all. And I'm a little tired of Joe having to consistently highlight the desire for the female perspective, which isn't being provided. Your episode with Ole, shout out to her, was great. She's a beautiful, bright black woman that slipped right into the show with what appeared to be great chemistry. With talent like that out here, is Melissa Ford really the best Joe can get? I mean, of course not.
It's only a couple people like Ole in the world with those.
Yeah, that's right.
With that intelligence.
Yeah.
She's a world record holder.
Yeah, Ole's already a unicorn, so
it's not a great comparison.
This is a thing. I think you don't like Melissa Ford a lot. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga hates
because I feel like Melissa Ford's done better this year.
This year, she's gotten better this year.
I feel like in this year, she's gotten better. Go ahead.
It's 2 months in the year. It just started. It don't even count.
True. But I don't know.
End of last year, too.
It feels like in terms of like...
She's been great this year.
Just in terms of like joking.
2 months is like 8 episodes, though.
Yeah. It is. But more for them because that's once a week, though. Yeah. But yeah, man, I just feel like when I do watch the clips with her, it's like she's not, a full clip doesn't go by and she doesn't apply her 2 cents now. Like before, it was real like on some, I could watch a full clip and she wouldn't even say shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think she is doing better. The whole female perspective thing, bruh, it's just like, this is a battle we're going to just have with women in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
but
I don't know what you want from that, essentially.
She's getting better, but she's getting better like in increments and one thing at a time. She's like learning how to conquer one thing at a time. So she should. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She just learned how to conquer the joking on her, like, and how to joke back.
Yeah,
how to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm enjoying watching her going back and forth with them now.
Right. So like now it makes it more listenable, more watchable.
Because she's actually taking shots.
She's taking
shots. Take the shots from them a lot.
Do they land?
They do.
Hell yeah. She had some classic moments, like with some of the most recent episodes.
Classic.
Nah, like with some of the shit she was saying, it was really funny, actually.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
Don't put the hoe down.
But
you called her a hoe?
Yeah, well,
so
too.
who? Yeah.
But the problem is when it comes to having a take and when it comes to carrying on that conversation that they're having, it's still on the lower side. To where
But
it's like,
she got thrusted into a professional sport.
She been there for a year.
Thrusted. She was a willing participant.
She wasn't talking on a podcast.
But
nobody dragged her to a microphone.
She was on there as a guest. This is what I think happened. She was on there as a guest, and I saw that, and I saw the episode when she was on there as a guest before she was ever a part of the pod, and she did fairly well, and it was jokes, and it was the first time, and it was all like kind of feeling out, and I think they probably have like realer conversation behind closed doors, and she's just really diplomatic on screen. So she not taking none of that shit to the screen. And the conversation they had before it became a show was like, yo, she came on the show and embodied it. Let's get her on the show based on how we talking in the background. Get her on the show.
It's a little bit different.
She not going through with it.
Yeah.
That's basically what I think.
I get somebody, but that's exactly why I was laughing.
Why?
Because in the middle of your take, he just got hungry. You didn't notice that shit?
I peeped it.
He said, Lauren talking, let me go get a snack.
Cheez-Its, nigga?
I got them for free at the bar last night. They're giving away.
I about to say Ritz crackers.
Giving away boxes?
I'm buying Ritz crackers over
Literally,
Cheez-Its,
it was kind of
nigga.
crazy. They were just giving all type of shit. I got an alcohol shaker too. But also, y'all also got to remember,
just got free Cheez-Its.
Melissa Ford brings. Melissa Ford is Melissa Ford at the end of the day.
Yeah.
She brings
the energy.
A lot, yeah.
That's Melissa Ford. You know what I'm saying?
Melissa Ford.
What does she bring?
That fan base.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I feel like I'm a little too old to be like, I wasn't like staring at the music video screen waiting for Melissa Ford to pop up.
But
I feel like I'm just a little too young for that. Some people in my generation might be on that, but I get what she did for niggas. Like, she's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was Melissa Ford. You know what I'm saying?
Eye candy, nigga. She was the best. She was the best.
She was the best. So
video vixen.
That in itself is gonna bring a certain level of fucking thing that the business needs, whether you like her takes or not.
It is.
It's always that's gonna provide this a certain level of
It's
niceness.
carved in. She was probably somebody's first direction.
But there
a
is
lot of people, literally.
There is an argument for Like, and I like Melissa too. And I'm saying she got a lot, but there's an argument for better women in her category of woman.
I was just about to.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
Like,
more articulate horse?
No, I mean like in her caliber. So there are women out there who have risen to her star. Some past that, some right underneath that, who have more of a. I mean, even the Milagros would like. You know what I'm saying? And she's not near Melissa Ford, but she would.
Milagros a blogger though. If you,
That's
I
true.
remember Danny was bringing somebody up. They had compared.
I don't know. I didn't want to bring her
Who
up,
was she? Who was she taking? Who was
Bernice?
She was throwing shade at Bernice. That's what it was.
Bernice
comes
Virgo.
from the bartender era. Though.
Yeah.
So Melissa Ford's the music video, the video vixen era.
Yeah.
Bernice is the bartender
Bottle
era.
girl era.
But at the same time, it's just like, nigga, we don't know if Bernice is gonna be good on the microphone either. So
She
it's
was showing
like,
shade at. She was throwing shade at Corinne Steffens.
That's what it was.
Yes.
Corinne
The
Steffens.
Bernice thing
That's
was
what
they
it
worked
was.
out in the same gym type shit.
Hose
Oh,
fight.
that's
That's all
what it
that
was.
was. Yeah.
I was
Yeah, but
just
she went for the most legendary.
Yeah,
hoe.
I
I
was
feel
about to
like you
say.
got to have a little bit more respect or just some more
we were
bodies
just
under your
talking.
belt.
I was just talking about Corinne Steffens on the 3 Oak podcast, which is out right now.
Mondays at
That bitch is fine. God damn, she looks good.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok of her. I think she did like a whole 180. Like the reel I saw, she was like watering plants.
Yeah, that's her.
talking all
That's-
softly.
She's a vegan now.
Not about penis anymore.
No
You know?
makeup. Looking,
No makeup.
Elizabeth.
looking great. Elizabeth something.
Can we see that?
Nah, office hours first. Office hours. Feeling the lively debate y'all had on this episode. Thank you, sir. As y'all popularity increases and it becomes time to settle down, things may get complicated. How do y'all feel about prenups? That escalated. What factors would make y'all more or less likely to consider having one?
Well,
whatever. What's that good brother? The dude on the podcast with Max.
Who?
Steven.
Steve. Wait, what? What are you talking about?
What's that nigga? Yeah.
Oh, you talking about with
Stephen
Matt
A.
Barnes?
Smith?
Yeah, with Matt Barnes.
Steven Jackson.
Oh,
Yeah,
Steven
Steven
Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever his opinion was on that, I'm taking his. Because he completely like
That's fair.
destroyed his whole marriage like the day of.
Just because.
You ain't see that story?
Yeah, nah, it was kind of crazy.
I
saw it.
remember when that happened. I just don't remember the details of it, but I do remember that.
Basically, they were in love for everything
She
was
wouldn't
good
sign the prenup
until the
the
day
of
of.
it, and then she still wouldn't. So he just
It
didn't
got
go through
fishy,
with
so
it.
he didn't go
Yeah.
through
And
with
there's
it.
so many different caveats because it's like the preacher was a nigga that she knew.
That's
It was
right.
like,
yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah,
But
it's a little
yeah.
too sketchy, but shit, I'll do you one better than the prenup. I don't believe in legal marriage, so I'm not even gonna need one. I'm not gonna sign no paperwork.
They got those common law marriages.
Life
still.
partner now. Okay.
That could get
That's
you.
your thing.
They could
Whether
give me
whether
protection.
whether our popularity was it going to increase
if I
or
move.
not, there's no way I would go into marriage without a prenup. So
Yeah.
our popularity has nothing to do with it. There was, for me at least, I would have never.
Even as a regular civilian, you would have got a prenup.
Absolutely.
So she wouldn't take your lawnmower or nothing.
Yeah, I don't even have a lawnmower.
She wouldn't even get that.
Yeah.
She might as well sign a prenup, nigga. There's nothing that comes with it.
Yeah. Marriage is just on paper is not in favorable for men. So
It's not.
it's a
It's not
prenup.
built that way.
Whether you're balling or not, is just there to just make sure you don't get completely
And if you have
financially
somebody,
wrecked.
yeah, if you were somebody who's like doing something for themselves as well, hopefully they have the mindset of like wanting to protect their shit, and it makes it a little easier to have that conversation.
You are the prize.
Even if she does, I don't know.
No, I'm saying like I guess it's just all about how level-headed the woman is in general.
Keep this one for last.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, keep that one for last.
All right.
Because that was a little interesting.
All right.
And I'm not even exactly sure how to attack it just yet.
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
No,
we
this
just
is
read
the
this
same one. This is the same one.
Oh.
Oh, it's in there twice. That's one. Okay, that's what.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I did add 2 more in there.
That's one of the ones that you added.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the one Noah was talking about earlier.
Yeah, hashtag office
is the
hours. If you could choose to guest star on another podcast like you did JBP, which would it be? Joe Budden guest starred on our podcast, actually. A, No Jumper again with Adam Present. B, Full Send. C, Brilliant Idiots. D, Flagrant. I want you to pick the best podcast you think will create the best moments as content with the homeroom gang. P.S. I would choose Brilliant Idiots. Y'all could bring up certain critiques about Schulz and Charlemagne that they both tend to run away from at times. Graduation cap for our homeroom university.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Brilliant Idiots. Like either brilliant Idiots or Flagrant. I don't really see a reason to go on Full Send for real.
I would rather go on One Night with Steiny than Full Send.
Yeah, probably. And
No, I took that back.
If Steve. Bradley.
Well, Bradley Martin's back on Full Send, so I wouldn't mind going on Full Send. One Night with Stunny sounds like more fun, though, honestly.
I'm not gonna lie. I would probably fuck with One Night with
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
especially over Schulz and Charlemagne. Like, look, I love podcasting, guys. If you can't tell, but I would not want to like just show up to these niggas talking about like
their critiques, because that's another thing too that I thought about. Is you also got to keep in mind that I understand what you would want us to do.
Yeah,
bringing up certain critique. It doesn't happen.
What's really feasible? Like what's like really possible of happening?
Us going there and pressing them on critiques.
Nigga, what?
No, it's not happening.
First of all,
it could ruin the podcast.
It would more so be like them pressing us on shit we've said, which is
that's more accurate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's more accurate.
All right.
Yeah.
If they chose that, then that would be more entertaining than Brilliant Idiots will win by far. Because there's been the most said about Brilliant Idiots.
Yeah.
But if it was the other way around, it can be brought up, but it still just can't be like.
And we all have the most listenership as far as like
history
with our favorite podcast. Like Brilliant Idiots is going to be up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have a certain connection with it already. So
I'm completely good on Flagrant.
Yeah, I don't want to go. I'm good.
I'm completely good on Flagrant. I rather.
It's not enough room in there.
I would want to go on Flagrant when it was still early in its early days.
I go on Flagrant.
I'm gonna be lapped up like this.
Nigga knee to knee with this nigga AJ. Fuck that.
In the early days when it was still like a sports
when
thing,
it was in that studio, I wish I knew what
the
name of that studio was, but White Wall Shelves.
That one too.
That was the one right there. Yeah. That was golden era Flagrant right there for real.
Yeah. But nah, man.
And then No Jumper again with Adam present. I think if we did No Jumper, Adam, Flakko, and us, that'd be good.
I was about to say who? Brick Baby?
Oh, hell no.
When that Brick Baby? His Crip opinion?
But you got to think we can only have a limited amount of people to where the conversation just gonna be about Bert. So if we had to choose two, it's got to be Flakko, of course.
Got to be Flakko.
Probably in that order.
Yeah.
It's in that
Flakko
order first.
And
it's in that order for
sure. For sure.
I mean, Adam would be. Yeah, Adam would be great too.
Hopefully, tell. But Flakko first, friend of the show, close comrade.
Literally.
All right, so hey,
this is a DM you got.
I'm gonna skip that first. Oh, actually, I need to leave it. Big fan of the pod. I was curious to get your insight on the recent controversy surrounding this Diary of a CEO podcast. Please take this as an office hours questions. I can't outline the entire saga. It'd be 10 plus paragraphs for you to get the entire story. You can always send voice notes because I watched this video and it was still a little bit hard. You've probably already recorded this week, but I'd really like Welcome Tone Group's take on this debacle. Thank you.
What is this about to be about?
All right, so if you go to my history, it's in my history.
All right.
It's a guy, Pat, that link that he sent me. So it's pretty much about guests being whored out.
Who made the video?
Being caught Patrick something. Let me go ahead and put this in my history again. So it's at the top.
What feed are we looking at right now? It's so random.
It's history. It's not a short, right?
No, it's a full video. Go back up. It should be closer to the top.
Who made the video?
The Downfall of Modern Podcast.
Did you just?
That's the channel?
No. It's right there. You just passed it. Right there.
Yeah.
The Joe Rogan.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's different than what I. All right.
See what this good brother has to say.
Why did
You
I say
said Patrick something, so yeah, so I was just looking. But you know where we want to start on this? Ready to jump?
Yeah, just running from the jump.
All right.
I'm sure you've realised ever since the pandemic that absolutely everyone you've ever met has now got a podcast. And it's not even plugged into anything. But But there is a big problem on the horizon that we're already starting to experience. Follow me. Now, you're probably like, what were you filming then? Is it too much to ask to keep the camera on me? Now, problem number one is if you're like me, I like listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. So when he went over to Spotify, we celebrated it, and we were happy to pay that Spotify membership. But then for some reason, although we're paying Spotify the money, he's still putting ads in the podcast. So I'm there in bed listening to an episode, about to fall asleep, and then bam.
This episode is brought to you by Athletic Greens.
You're like, whoa. So you're like, hold on, I'm paying you Spotify so I don't get ads, and now I'm getting ads either way. And they don't even play them at the beginning like Lex Friedman, so you can skip through them and pretend you listen to them. They put them, bam. Come on, over here, come on. For many of you, you've probably heard of a podcast called Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett. And congratulations, they just hit 5 million subscribers on YouTube, which is amazing. But there's a lot of controversy between the guests at the moment, and all the guests seem to contradict each other and say different things, but they're all renowned experts. But being an expert isn't merely enough, because if you think about it, if two companies are suing each other, both companies will have experts, and those both experts in the same field would disagree with each other. Just making someone an expert doesn't mean they're right, or you wouldn't have people on different sides. And there are several components to operating a podcast in 2024 that people aren't thinking about. Podcasts are businesses. They are not vessels or means of getting you free information, although it may feel that way. Places like YouTube will pay you AdSense, but when you start looking at these podcasts as businesses...
Pause, and I'm going to summarize it from here. So, I guess with this podcast, The Diary of a CEO, leave that screen up for a second just so that everybody can kind of see this. He's pretty much just saying how the business of podcasting is starting to affect the actual quality and knowledge that we used to be able to pull from podcasting. Because you have an expert on there doesn't mean it's actually experts. He's having this Diary of a CEO person, I guess, had somebody on there that went through some study that was out there, but then a listener pulled the actual study up, and this nigga was pretty much just like, he's twisting the words that are in this actual study. Then another guest comes later, and he's like talking about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
In a different context, because he's probably actually reading what's there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like what he was kind of breaking down in this video, on top of just this whole having experts and opinions being clashing against each other, or just them actually taking articles. We're all looking at the same articles and interpreting them differently. It doesn't matter for the podcast. The podcasts are starting to become a little bit more irresponsible because that's only going to drive numbers, inflation in terms of YouTube assets, sponsorship money, and guests. And then it's also there's also the danger of, he's also kind of stressing the danger of whoring out guests, because if Jordan Peterson goes to one big platform, the next platform that he goes to in the same week, the views aren't going to be as high as the first place, because the first time he popped up here, that was the first time we maybe heard from Jordan Peterson in six months. And then now he goes to another place another week, it doesn't hit as much. So it's like, it's kind of really just highlighting all these doubts.
Just escaping the landscape of what podcasting is in right now.
And how it can go bad. And especially when you're guest based. That's kind of the main thing that I kind of got from this as well too. You know what I'm saying?
Because to scale, you gotta at some point sacrifice the quality. So you're not really going for the person who's a lead in the field. You're going for the person who has enough vocabulary to talk shit.
Who's got the hottest take
about that thing.
Yeah, and that's, I mean,
coupled with their actual interpretation.
That's within all industries. Like once you go corporate, like once you get bought out by the bigger companies, like the quality always decreases. You know what I mean? And we were talking about that earlier. Was that Patreon?
Probably.
Fuck it. Go buy it.
That or LOL.
But, but I think that was Patreon though. But nah, it is. I don't think it's because of all of the new podcasts. I think it's always been misinformation out. I don't think it has nothing to do with podcasts specifically.
But podcast
but it's the new medium.
Makes it easier, but because of the algorithm, the podcast makes it easiher to drive clicks, drive likes, drive. So even with clickbait, we're gonna make a certain
it's also
right?
You not to cut you off, but
nah, you good.
Specifically, and I'm thinking about with like Lex Friedman, he's just the one I could think of, but
because he's the one that hosted Destiny and Ben Shapiro recently. I think that's him.
Yeah, the Russian dude.
Yeah, that's him.
And I've never seen. He's always good on quality, as far as like quality checks on like guest. You get what I'm saying? Like information being spoken upon. He always has facts checks. So it's kind of interesting. Like I wonder, like who specifically is this guy talking about?
Yeah, see, I didn't have a chance to go into the diary of a CEO exactly what the name of the expert was that fucked it up. Who's
what did he fuck up exactly?
Yeah, who called it out? Because he also did post. There was somebody later in this video that pulled up that moment. It was like a TikTok type shit. I don't think he's a TikToker, but I think it was like a YouTube thing. And he literally read through the thing and then read the article and was like, bro, this shit is just a lie. Like, this is literally what the article says, blah, blah, blah.
It's just blatant misinformation.
Blatant information, yeah.
Yeah. And there's no regulatory board for podcasting.
It's no,
and that might be the third phase of what we're experiencing because, you know, it starts off in the purest form to where it's like you getting the true information and it's free. It's all radical and shit. Then niggas realize how lucrative that is. So we try to monetize and we sacrifice quality. And then niggas regulate it.
But then that's another thing too.
That's the last step.
Yeah,
there's the regulations and the policies and there's a bureaucracy for podcasting.
But I also think it also has a little bit to do with like the lane of podcasting as well too. Like in terms of like what they're talking about, like Diary of a CEO, and they're pulling up case studies and shit like that and having experts and stuff like that, guest-based podcasts, you might be able to run into something like that. But like a comedy podcast, you just laughing about jokes, you know, just like conversations.
There shouldn't be a board of directors for podcasting.
You
know what I'm saying?
There shouldn't be.
There shouldn't be.
And that's why, damn, I wish I would have listened to this just to see how serious the Diary of a CEO, what's it called?
Diary of a CEO.
Just to see how serious like it is. Like how serious they take themselves. Because that's really what's important. Because if they take themselves serious, but they're having like
Diary of a CEO,
they just hit 5 million. So I think it's whether they take it seriously, a lot of people do.
It sounds like they take it seriously.
I get what I'm saying. I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that really entails us, like, all right, if you having these bullshit guests on, but you take yourself serious as like an informational platform, then that's a problem.
Or you market yourself as being serious, where truly all you really want is monetization. And I've seen this dude's work before. I've listened to something. I don't know who or what guest got me to listen to this podcast. I think it might have been like Lex Friedman or somebody.
But isn't this the irony of like what makes somebody successful? It's not just one thing. You know what I mean? Like you'll never just hear one thing. It's you might see similarities between them as far as like their workload and like how they're processing ideas, but like
there's probably some variety, but there are, I don't want to say there's principles to success, but there are some like, you know.
And see, I can't tell if, I don't know. Yeah, I don't 100% know.
And then this nigga's comment was based on this video, but that video with the white dude was about one specific moment in this whole history. Granted,
exactly.
I mean, looking at like those two like suspicious thumbnails, especially with that nigga. I don't know why, but wait, what does that say? Let me read the thumbnail. The 70-30 body shape is scientifically the most sexy. Yeah, like I mean.
So yeah, I don't know if this is what he does. Like the Diary of a CEO, does he interview people that all have different methods to their madness and that are contradicting each other?
And they're into different shit. Like he's into the most scientifically, the most sexiest body.
Because then maybe the interview, the next person says 80-20 is scientifically proven.
You get what I mean?
The scientifically is the part that fucks it up, right?
And it depends on like which field. Because obviously the video he's talking about, the two videos had the same context.
That's what exactly. Yeah. But I can't tell if this is an ongoing thing that they constantly put people against each other on this channel.
Or if he's even constantly talking about these same topics.
Exactly.
Like, does he care about what the body ratio that's most sexy is next week from now?
Exactly. Yeah, I can't tell. I wasn't
two different thumbnails. Both are about body. This one is exercise doesn't make you lose weight. So
coming from an Asian man.
Coming from an Asian dude. So, but at the same time, the next one below that is how to be more productive. So it's all encompassing of what makes a great CEO a CEO.
Yeah.
Being in shape, being productive.
Which at the end of the day could all come down to everybody's got a different way they do their day. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody got a different way.
There's a traditional morning routine, but everybody's gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? So
not everybody's supposed to be like Mamba.
And I think we are probably getting a little bit caught up on like the branding of it, Diary of a CEO. I don't think he's probably not going through what they do in their everyday lives, but I think it's just coming from the standpoint of I talk to experts and leaders in their field.
Yeah.
And only a nigga of my stature could do so. Well, not that, but you know.
Yeah, nah.
You know, elitists talk to other elitists, so it's a fraternity.
But yeah, man, maybe you might have to give me like 10 paragraphs or just voice note it, bro. Like, don't worry about the 10 paragraphs. Just voice note it, just so I can get an idea of what I'm supposed to even.
Yeah.
Especially
or where you're coming from.
Yeah, where you're coming from on these two, so that I can watch if there's a specific two moments
through your lenses, so it can help us better understand and have more understanding.
But I never even seen this YouTube channel before. I might have seen one of these thumbnails once before because it doesn't seem
like
unfamiliar.
I know you've seen the black dude before.
Yeah, like it doesn't seem unfamiliar, but I don't know if I've seen full pieces of content.
You've seen it in passing.
Yeah, because a lot of these are long term. They're not a bunch. I don't see a bunch of clips or shorts, so it might just be like
CEOs don't have time to snap shit up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. But shit, man.
Yeah, nah.
I think that was it, right? I think that was the last one.
Shout out to all the CEOs, man.
Let's look at the comments real quick from the last video.
Oh, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking ass hurting sitting in this shit.
We're gonna upgrade one day.
Yeah. All right, let's go from the top.
You might have to if you command it, will it
It'll do the whole thing. So then I'll have to do it back down to move around properly again. But I mean, I can.
But I say just summarize.
But it might, but at least make the text.
Oh
better.
shit,
it will, yeah.
Yeah, it's better. Yeah, like this.
You want to read this, or is it too damning for your case?
No. What are you talking about? I was represented well in here.
AJ in this JRE topic is exhausting. JRE is known for the conspiracy episodes, like we said, the comedian, everything that we just said, because this is a little lengthy, but like it literally depends on who you ask. Another point we made.
That was, and that part.
That's another part we made.
That part was incorrect though.
No, it's not. What part was incorrect?
It depends on who you ask, because that's not true.
No, it depends on who you ask. That's the point we were trying to make, is that the audience is so big, we all come in from a different person, a different standpoint.
And then we realized later down in this feed that it's all that was incorrect.
All these people.
We can keep going. This is just one comment. Let's not get hung up on one.
Please, I have to work tomorrow.
I agree. Nobody has to do that.
It's like we don't have to, but I love content.
Go back up. You're going a little fast. And he's saying he wants specifics and then gave specifics, but I'm biased because I don't like people who talk over their people's laugh a lot. I don't know whose side he's really on.
Yeah, these niggas getting emotional, man.
Yeah. Name the moments. You're making blanket statements. It's nice quotable. Where are your championships? Bond. Keep going down.
There's a compilation of top viewed.
I see AJ following in the same footsteps as Joe Budden instead of learning from him. Shake my head. What do you think about that?
The fuck are they talking about? Like, in terms of arguing, sure, yeah.
Didn't expect AJ to turn up on the JRE piece. I feel AJ on the comedy topic. Don't put limitations on me if people, especially people like Desi Banks, can make it.
Yeah.
Stumbled upon a live from man.
This nigga dissed Desi Banks.
Yeah,
crazy Desi. Hey, you know what's funny too though? This is what I was thinking about too after I saw that. Why I was so serious, why I kept asking y'all, what are the parameters for a comedy special? And all you said is 1 hour, which really just means like the comedy special in my mind has been simplified down to a video production.
To what?
Yeah.
The
That's
purpose.
it.
That's why,
what the purpose of it is.
And I remember the moment I realized that in the argument where you kept saying sets and specials just intangibly.
Yeah, because I'm like, if it's just a 1 hour of comedy, this is just a video production. Anybody can do this, whether you've been accepted by the comedy world, you know, like whether you've been accepted by your peers or not. Nigga, if you got an audience, you can do your hour and put your special out because it's just 1 hour of recorded material. That's pretty much how I look at it.
But and like we were trying to say on this Joe Rogan episode on this topic is that there aren't moments. Even
yes, there are right there.
Everything
Critical
that people
moments.
are listening, these aren't moments. These are episodes.
Which we name.
These are episodes.
You didn't name none
Elon
of
Musk,
these.
and we named Elon Musk, but you said that was after the deal, and that happened to be incorrect.
because I wanted to
but
know
that was
pre-deal.
incorrect.
I named
I wanted
half
to
of
know
these
pre-deal.
niggas like just kind of inconspicuously. Like
To be
I just
honest,
one
to
dude.
be
honest, you didn't
That
name
one
him.
You didn't name a
archaeologist
fucking
dude.
person,
That
but
one
he can
space
continue.
nigga.
We said
who
Duncan
was Bob
Trussell.
Lazar. Like we said all these
Elon
niggas.
Musk. I ain't say Alex Jones. I forgot about Alex Jones.
You say keep going?
Alex Jones was a big one. Yeah, somebody did it in chronological order in the comments. Because my main thing was pre.
We're not buying a special put together with material we've already heard, which was another thing that I felt like was haram that was said on this podcast.
But that makes sense.
To where
I'm
you can
just
put
saying,
together 4 videos you already dropped.
That's not. No, I never
That
said
wasn't
it.
saying
That was
that.
never. Nobody said
Nobody
videos that
ever
were
said
dropped.
that.
We literally pointed that point out.
Alright.
Like, don't
The
even do
comment
that,
thought
bro.
it as well. Hey,
No,
that's
no.
what the comment
Both
thought
of
as
y'all niggas
well.
didn't listen. Clearly.
And don't get heated.
Started with his.
Shit
Okay,
is
here we go.
personal.
This is one of the build-ups. Okay, it started with his martial arts. Stand-up came next. His regular appearances on Opie and Anthony, which I didn't realize.
These are moments.
These are all pre-Spotify deal. The Man Show, the takedown of Carlos Mencia, which I didn't realize that. Fear Factor UFC, putting the podcast on YouTube. He was one of the earliest ones to do that. Countless small moves and TV appearances and role. All this was before 2019. That's the answer that I was looking for.
No, there wasn't.
Yes,
this
it
nigga
is.
said
We
TV
said.
appearances
We said.
and
I
roles.
said all of these things. While
You
trying,
gotta listen back. You gotta listen back.
I listened to it several times, actually.
Nah,
Nigga,
You sound crazy right now.
Nah,
I said Fear Factor.
but literally,
Said
that was mentioned.
UFC.
That was
One thing.
mentioned.
I said these things, not in order, not pretty. It wasn't in a pretty package, I do admit. But some of these things were said.
Some of these things were said, and then I said you kept naming things after the deal, and I was like, "How did he get to the deal? What was the trajectory? How
Like
he got there?"
what?
And some of the
everything-
shit he said was after the deal really wasn't. Like, we brought up Elon Musk and you tried to disqualify it like it happened
Because
after.
it was after the first Spotify deal.
Everybody in the comments bringing up Elon Musk. And when you go look at the date, I think that should happen in 2019.
Well, we also classified that as a high moment more than likely, but I'm just saying in general, like there's still going to be moments that change the game. You know, just whatever the moments are that take you a little bit further in a story. And a story is a chronological format. Talking about before a certain period of time, what was it that got a nigga to this point?
Yeah,
That's
we
the
gave y'all
question.
5 of those and a lot of them are here. That's the point.
Cap.
That's the point.
But it's okay.
That's the point.
This nigga just said putting podcasts on YouTube. Like if we would have said that shit, you would have like probably.
Yeah,
I would have saw
shitted
steam
on
coming
it.
out your ears,
Yeah.
nigga.
Yeah, I don't like.
Keep going down.
Do we have to? I honestly
Yeah,
had to
I
get to
got-
work,
yeah,
and
I
it's
got-
like I don't know how y'all niggas living,
My
but
phone is dead. I don't know what time it
I
is.
gotta
Yeah,
get to
it's-
work earlier than you, my nigga.
yeah, I know how you living.
Yeah,
Oof,
what you talking about?
Nasty,
What time is it?
nigga. Work
My phone died
time
like 30 minutes ago.
12:44.
Yeah, I gotta be at the office at 7 a.m.
I don't even know if I work tomorrow, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
didn't do anything today.
Must
All
be
right, we're
very
done.
nice.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
man.
it must be nice.
Hey man, love y'all niggas for clicking on the video. You know what I mean? Like, share, subscribe. # office hours. Any questions or concerns, you know what I mean? Just comment down below. We're gonna fix it for you. $5 Patreon. Make sure you check that out. LOY the show has something crazy coming in April. We'll tell y'all next week. Probably everything will be kind of fleshed out and maybe at least that's
I almost didn't know what the fuck you were
But
talking about.
overall, thank you for the show. J Nobles.
Stone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards. We out.